don't know if I want to know what that conversation was about.
No, it's just
Pretty
Becoming one with
shitty,
nature.
but
yes.
Yeah, becoming one with nature.
That's about as well put as I can think of. But I go see my dad there. He's not doing good. My dad's not. He's in a nursing home. Uh, no energy, dude. He'd been there 10 days. They hadn't even bathed him,
jeez.
Die.
and I jumped him. Me and my Aunt Mary and my Uncle Ronnie. We were all there. His brother and sister. One of his brothers and one of his sisters was there. Ronnie's here from South Dakota because he knows, what's up. He had a biopsy yesterday morning where they go in and with a big ass long needle and take out some of your liver and, do tests on it. And I was like, Dad, his legs and feet were the size of balloons, and I'm like, well, what's going on? You're not eating, you're hardly drinking anything. But we finally got him to eat some McDonald's, a cheeseburger from McDonald's. That's what he likes.
Obviously, he's
And
not moving his feet very much either, because I know that's a sign of just being sedentary and in that position in the bed.
Because he's not getting up, moving around, but he has no energy. But it's because they keep giving him these new insulin shots, and he's not eating or drinking anything. So his sugar is below 60.
Jeez.
Which is weird because they couldn't get it below 300 at the hospital 2 weeks ago, and now it's below 60 daily throughout the whole day because he's not eating or drinking. So when I noticed that when my Uncle Ronnie brought him some McDonald's yesterday, and he got a sweet tea. He loves tea, but he can't have it because sugar, right?
Right.
He sucked that down in less than 5 minutes. The whole thing just gone, And I'm like, well, there we go. That's going to help counter, even if you're not eating anything, some sweet tea. If you're going to drink it like that, fine. That'll help counteract, give you a little energy, counteract the insulin. So I asked my wife, and yesterday she made a big gallon container of sweet tea, and I took it to him yesterday, and he's got half of it drank already.
There you go.
I'm hoping by tomorrow he'll have a little bit more energy, be able to get up, move around, eat, get some appetite. He needs to get up, move around. His belly's bloated because he ain't eating and not moving around, and he needs to get that energy up and get around, moving around.
You keep feeding him with that tea.
He just had that biopsy, so they did a wash over his body, and then he'll take a shower. They're going to shower him on Friday, so.
You keep feeding him that tea, his bladder is going to be like, hey, let's motivate ourselves here.
Motivation to get up and move.
Get to that bathroom. That's right.
He does go to the bathroom, but he says, man, sometimes he gets to the bathroom and it's hard and he gets stuck, right? He can't get up and move around, which is weird because I kid you not, a month ago, this man seemed to be the healthiest dude in the world, could lift a semi-truck, Right. And he worked for the county highway department. He did everything, shoveled stone and everything his whole life. But he said 2 little 80-pound girls tried to go in there and lift him up and move him and get him up and moving. And he's like, you better go get someone bigger.
Dude, I'll tell you, he ain't kidding. My dad was, he was similar. He was big, old, not big. I was bigger than my dad. But he was just old school strong. You know what I mean?
Right.
He just, truck driver, just that dude. Anyhow, when he lost all his weight, right before he passed, even then, because he had no muscle tone, so he wasn't able to help with standing and stuff and move. So, you've seen how big I am. I'm not any slouch or anything, and I was like, I can't handle this on my own, not for fear of dropping him and him getting hurt or something. I was like, no. I had to look at my mom and be like, because he was here at the house, so I had to look at my mom and be like, teamwork makes the dream work, because that's the only way this is happening. And I mean,
This is
it's
a guy.
amazing how even the lightest of a person, when there's no assistance from them, how much more they
Oh
they
yeah,
weigh. You know,
definitely.
it's like,
It's a lot easier when you can get an arm underneath each arm.
Yeah.
You know, if you
Yeah.
can get a person under each arm, it makes it so much easier rather than just trying dead weight. You know,
yeah, because every time you touch them, you know you're going to bruise them, because
Mhm.
their skin and everything is so. Yeah.
But
I tell you what's scary though. I mean, you guys know that 7 years ago, 8 years ago, I had that cardiac arrest.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I went in the hospital, I'm 6'4". I went in the hospital. I was 6'4", 275, and I was in the hospital bed. I didn't get out of bed for 4 months, and I was on a feeding tube and everything. In 4 months, I was down to like 220, and I had to. I mean, seriously,
I believe
they had to teach me how to walk again. I could not
Uh-huh.
stand on my own. The muscle tone in my legs was gone. I mean, it's a journey when that
Yeah.
happens to you, and
About
you're in the
the same
bed that
time.
long.
About the same time, about 7 years ago, my dad's 6'4". He was about 280, had a heart attack. They had to go in and put like 6 stents in or something like that, you know, and stuff.
Right.
And he was 280, and he dropped to about 230, 240. Yeah.
Yep.
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 And now, you imagine this dude is, you know, I'm 6'6", 280. My dad carries well around 240. You know,
Right.
he's not big, he's not skinny, he's just, you know, normal size dude around 240. He's around 200 right now.
Oh yeah.
He went
I
from
know.
240 to 200 in a month.
Mm-hmm.
In a month. And his belly, don't look at his belly swollen, you know.
Right. Well, it's everything
But
else.
you
Your
can see
legs,
his
your arms.
his
Yep.
legs are sticks.
Yep. Yep.
Well, I'm glad you're able to see them on the daily, like you said, man. That's
It's killer. It's eating. I know I need to make content. I haven't been able to keep up with all the news. I know a little bit.
I'm pretty sure me and
my
Tom,
electricity's going to get shut off, but right now, with what's going on with my dad, it's just I don't know. This is the dude that I have always looked up to. He has been my idol. You know, everybody talks about that, but he has been not just he's like God to me, you know, growing up. You know what I
Right.
mean? He's that dude, you know, and watching him go through what he's doing is just devastating to me right now. And it's hard to get out of. I'm not going to get out of this funk. I already know what's going to happen at some point soon, you know, and it's awful. And I hope to God that I can handle when it happens. What's going on, Jack?
Boo.
What's up, Jack?
I'm not really sure yet. What's happening?
So
besides freaking craziness.
yeah, just been talking about how my week's been awful, dealing with what my dad's going through and stuff. But
I'm sorry to hear
I
that.
have seen the news. I know we picked up a kicker, made him the highest paid kicker in the NFL. What, 5
no, that's not second highest paid. It's the highest paid free agent.
Okay.
Signing
Right.
contract.
Okay. I know it's like
22.
5.2 million a year or 5.3, 5.4, something like that.
Pete Tucker's it's 6 still.
Okay.
They're out of Baltimore.
He's a damn good kicker, though.
Yeah,
oh,
very
well,
active.
you know, I looked at his history and
Yeah.
dude got better and better and better every year, you know, since he's been in 4 years now. And last 2 years, he's been in the 92, 93 percentile range.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
accurate.
Last year he missed Last year he missed 2 kicks. One was 61 yards and
The other
one
one
was
was
in the
52.
50s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Both of them
52
were
and
over 50.
61. Yeah. He's
Where'd he come from?
17. He was with the Rams. He was with the Colts on our practice squad
In 2020,
when
yeah.
when he first entered the league, and then he went to the Rams and got a Super Bowl with them. And then where was he? Was he with the Rams last year?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was with the
Yeah,
Rams.
yeah. Okay.
All 4 years.
I think he's like
Now-
17 of 23 or something like that from 50 plus.
Yeah. And people want to say, why didn't we just sign Chase cheap? And I'm sitting there going, well, first off, if you look at Chase, yes, he had a good year last year. It wasn't as good as Gay's, but it was good.
Yeah,
But
and
the
Gay's
thing
done
is,
it more
Chase
years.
is up and down year
Right.
after year.
Well,
he
how
has
many
a good
teams
year,
is-
then he gets cut because he has a bad, situation or
That's
you
what
know,
I was going to
so
say.
we're getting
many-
someone on the upswing. Basically, we're doing to the Rams what we did to the Patriots with Vinatieri.
Right. I mean, how many teams has Chase been on? And,
Exactly.
he's
Another
been on
thing about
several.
Chase was he didn't have the biggest boomsticks. He 50 plus was, actually 50 plus was better than 40 to 49.
40 plus. Yeah.
But I'm just saying he still wasn't
Yeah.
great from 50 plus. I remember Lawrence used to, at the beginning of the season on kickoffs was like, oh, is he even going to get it?
To the
Well, now
goal
look
line,
at this.
right?
I mean, and I felt like he could put it in the zone consistently. Lawrence was a little less, but the thing is also let's look. Rigo's coming back, right?
Yep.
He's normally doing the kickoffs because Specs wasn't able to get the job done. You're bringing him back from an injury. Just say, hey, just punt, my guy. Just punt. We've got Gay, who can do that with no problems. I mean,
Exactly.
kicking it out of the back of the end zone is going to be, oh, is that where you want it? Okay, cool.
Well, Rigo is never allowed to do wind sprints in practice ever
No
again.
kidding.
So, geez, no
He'll
more.
have to. I mean, but I get what you're saying. And then the trade, a lot of people mattered hell about the trade for Stephon, a fifth rounder from the Cowboys. But I understand that. I'm almost 95% sure that was Gilmore's decision to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. And I'm glad the Colts did right by him.
Yeah.
I was glad to see that.
Put him on a contender somewhere,
Right.
I mean, Cowboys had a hell of a season last year,
Yep.
I've even heard.
Boo.
fucking good. I know, but they still had a hell of a season.
Boo.
I also heard that it was even as much as the Colts.
We're going to cut him.
That Gilmore, no, they weren't going to cut him, but Gilmore, they had looked into doing it during the trade deadline last year. But anyhow, he had actually had talks as far as this time around as to which team. He had a little say in it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So the Colts were trying to do right by him and just be like, because he wanted to go to a contender, like you said, Law. And the thing is, now I've heard multiple people say that because tonight I was watching a show. By the way, Jalen Wayne.
He's a Colt.
I'll tell you right now, man. I seen his interview tonight and very enjoyable watch. This young man, it was Reggie Wayne's cousin / he calls him uncle because there's such an age gap, but they're actually cousins. But Jalen, I mean, this kid he's 6'2", I think is what they said.
6'2", ran a 4.51.
Yeah, 40. Super, super cool kid, though. I mean, I tell you what, played basketball for the majority of his growing up, but then everybody's like, "Hey, you need to go follow Unc's path." You're only 6'2" point guards. 6'2" point guards aren't going to really do much in the league, in the NBA. So go look into the football aspect. But yeah, cool interview.
Yeah, and it was great hearing him how I guess Reggie was coaching him at the combine. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. So if you get a chance to check it out, Law, it's tonight's episode of Saddle Up there through Horseshoe Huddle. Rashad and
Dustin.
It was a good watch. This kid's I like his energy, man. Wouldn't mind seeing him be a late round pickup, special teamer guy, and see if I mean, from what I understand, he's Ballard's, specs, and he wants to play the slot.
He loves to block.
Maybe we can let a tight end get out a little bit more and have the slot receiver crash down on somebody and say hello.
Linebackers came down the way I expected it to.
Yeah.
Bobby got signed for a decent contract, little less than I thought. He got about $1.5 million a year less than what I thought he'd get. I figured around 12.
I sure thought he was going to go to Chicago, though. I really did.
Giants a good spot for him.
Oh yeah, it's a good spot. I just thought,
they need linebacker help. They got a backside. They got the back end. They got the defensive line. They need linebackers, and Bobby will be good there.
I have to believe he was still in play though, because it was like Chicago was like, we're going to take this guy and we're going to take this guy, and then Bobby was like an hour later with the with the Giants and stuff. I was just like, damn. Yeah, Chicago's out there spending money like it's,
EJ got what, $5 million a year, a little over $5 million a year, I think. Also,
no, sir, it's ends up being 9 with incentives, but it's like 7.2, 7.4, something like that.
Yeah, 2-year deal.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was close to 5. Like, I guess close to 5 after incentives.
Yeah, like I said, up to 9.
If he reaches them, which he probably will.
What Ashton get? Did he got like close to like 8 or something, didn't he, for 2-year deal? Ashton?
Yeah. Yes.
Still waiting on Paris. But I know he's being, ever since free agency started, with
Carolina.
Everybody's been all over him.
Carolina especially.
He's been in contact. He's been in talks with more than, I think he said more than 10 teams.
Really?
Yeah. More than 10 teams have contacted him.
Well,
he still wants to be a Colt, but if he's just feeling out and seeing what,
Has any wide receiver been picked in free agency yet?
Yes.
Who?
What's
Juju.
his name? Jacoby Myers.
Juju got
Jacoby Myers and Juju, yeah.
Yeah, Jacoby set the pace at 33 years, 33 million, which
I knew he was going to get paid.
I thought he was going to get paid more, to be honest, with the way last year went.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. I mean, hell, back when he was a freaking sophomore and I did that film room, I'm like, he's the best receiver on the Patriots. The dude's going to be good. He's not a superstar, but he's a solid receiver,
Yeah, I hope we can pull off a Paris thing, but I know Ballard, or we all know Ballard well enough to know that once that limit gets hit.
A lot of people think that we're trying to make room for a big contract.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that.
We'll see. We'll see.
They better cut some more players.
Well, I mean, you could back in that shit,
Oh, I know, but Jesus.
But yeah, I know what you're saying. 3 years, $133 million is what the offer was from the Ravens. That's still that's like $45 million a year, fully guaranteed, but it was only 3 years and Lamar wanted longer than that.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking about it today. It's like, they always talk about, like in the draft, they always do their due diligence and they talk to all these prospects and you have to. I mean, to be a good team, you got to go out and see what all the possibilities are.
No.
Do they even attempt to go out and talk to Lamar? To see, instead of listening to what the Ravens, but do they ask Lamar, hey, what do you want? What is it?
From what I understand, the Colts did talk to Lamar Jackson.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. I think I saw a report on Twitter earlier today saying that the Colts have spoken to him.
Oh, well.
Or, yeah, they've reached out to him. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I seen that where it said they reached out to him that Ballard and the scouting team are not 100% sold on any of the quarterbacks in the draft.
Right.
Yeah, that's what the report said.
Well, there's a Twitter account, and I, for the love of God, I just cannot believe it's actually Chris Ballard. But I mean, it's his picture, and if you click on it and look at the profile, Chris Ballard, general manager for the Colts, and it has the Indianapolis Colts up there, and has all these things. I mean, it looks real. It does.
Look how Ballard is spelled though in his @.
I didn't even look at that.
Chris Ballard does have a Twitter account.
That's not.
But
look
he
how
made it a long time ago and hasn't used it since.
I was going to say,
if you look at it, I think it's like BA, and instead of L's, I think they're I's. BAIIARD or something like that.
Okay, I didn't pay that close attention.
Yeah,
but yeah, Ballard said he has a Twitter account. He's just never used it. As it's not even verified. You know, He gets on there just to look around, and that's it.
Right.
Ashton Dulin was 2 years, 9.2. Tom.
Okay. Well, I'm glad Ashton's back.
I'll tell you, I like how Ballard upgraded at the kicker. I like how he's taken a more consistent player. You know, he may not get the sacks, but I think he's going to be more consistent in the run and just overall pressures and stuff from
Samson.
Yeah, Samson over Yannick. So
Ebukam.
Yeah.
Mbuka.
Mbukam. There's an M at the end of it.
But yeah, he's
$9 million a year.
Who?
Samson.
Yeah, isn't he guaranteed 11?
No, it's more than 11 in his first season. I can look it up real quick. I don't know.
I'm old memory. I'm getting all these numbers mixed up, but but he's like 27 million for 3 years.
Yep. Well,
and then Taekwon back. I was so happy to see that. That made me feel good.
Yeah. Him and EJ both. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know much about this young man that we just recently signed. I hear he's not very good in the run stop. That's all I've heard.
That's what I've heard.
But I've only heard of one person really talk about him.
This year he don't make very much money at all this year. He only makes a little over 5 this year. And then about 8 next year, and then 11 is last year.
Okay. Well, they're clearing room for something.
Yeah, because the cap number this year is little, so they're saving money still somehow. They're definitely trying to save some money back.
Yeah, and I don't know that. I mean, let's be honest. The Colts have been fiscally responsible. They could just be simply setting themselves up to have a rookie quarterback and go into next year with, money and some assets, and stuff.
I think they still need to address the offensive line, though, in free agency.
Oh, I as well. I don't think that they're done. I just don't know that we're going to see any more eye-popping, moves like we saw with the kicker and with the.
Hey, I was happy that Ballard actually made moves. In the first week.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
I was thrilled to death that he actually made moves in the first week. That's rare.
I think the next splashiest, if we get him, is Paris. I think he'll be our next highest price.
He's getting, let's see, Samson's gotten about 50 to 60% of the snap count and averages about 5 sacks a year.
Yeah. But if you look at his run stop, he's almost like, 15, 20% better at run stopping than Yannick.
Yeah, his missed tackles ain't very good, or ain't very bad. It's only like 2.7, 2.6% missed tackle, which isn't bad. He gets a few pressures. But
so how you feeling over there, Jack, about what's been going on?
I don't, to be honest with you, I don't have any idea because I just now got things kind of rolling in my household around here that I happened to catch something about the Gilmore trade and about rumors of the possibility of going after Lamar. That's the only thing I know. I don't know anything beyond that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah,
I'm catching up. I'm catching up on what you guys are talking about. I'm catching up on signees and where the guys are going.
You heard us talk about the kicker, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard about the kicker and Bobby and EJ and Doolin, and I assumed he came back. They came back to us, and then you mentioned it, so I know, which I'm glad. I like both of them.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you right now, Mason.
Yeah, when I first saw the.
Go ahead.
Go.
I didn't mean. I thought you were.
When I first saw the Gilmore trade, I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but like after I read the article, and I thought, well, yeah, I can. Okay, all right, I can. I think I can live with it.
Yep.
As soon as I saw it,
Yeah.
I posted a tweet about it, and I was just like, Colts were doing him a favor.
Right.
It hurts, but I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of talk about bringing Rock back.
I've been talking about that for a while.
Yep, I know you have.
I said that day before yesterday, about I'd really like to see Rocky Sin come back.
Isaiah's tweeting him. Isaiah's recruiting him back.
Yeah, Isaiah and EJ Speed are both been hitting him up on Twitter. Rock actually responding. So. You guys get to watch Defo on Twitter the first when all the big splash signings were happening. Defo just kept going. Like he'd send this gif out where he's basically, I'm waiting. Come on, what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? And like 5 hours later, almost to the minute, he sends out another one going, come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? And those were the only 2 tweets he sent all day.
I'll tell you what, this is the most active that Chris Ballard's been on the first day of free agency in his entire freaking regime.
Preach.
I know.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm not disappointed with that at all. I just, the kicker one caught me off guard. I honestly thought, I didn't even look at it. I just figured, kicker was one of the, I was like, he was one of my top 2. You got to bring him back kind of situation. But then all of a sudden out of left field, we're bringing in Gay. And I'm like, huh? We're paying him what? We're doing what? And I got to, oh, okay. All right. Yeah, great. Kicking, check mark.
Oh, as soon as I saw we signed Gay, I didn't even look at the money. I was just like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember what he did last year.
I thought it was funny that
he was. I mean, I wasn't so solid on him, prior. I watched a few Rams games and knew that he had a leg on him and was pretty damn accurate. But I didn't realize that he progressively got better and better. And that's the guys you want, guys who were getting better every year.
I thought it was kind of funny they signed him in the middle of the night. I was like, wake up and first thing in the morning you see that. It's like, shit.
That was one of the first tweets that I've actually caught and was the first to retweet. I was like, oh, but damn, look at me. I'm breaking news tonight.
You are.
Everybody else's news.
I'm surprised that my Ballard interview didn't get any more view, or not Ballard.
I was going to say, you interviewed Ballard? Where the hell did that happen?
Yeah. I know one
That's
reason it's not getting much
no use.
I was gonna say.
My Robert Mathis.
Yeah, it's timing. Everybody.
Andre Carter. Damn it. I can say his name now.
I'm sorry.
Andre Carter. That's who Robert Mathis said in that interview that.
Yeah. From Army. Yeah.
Remember, I was keeping quiet in the chat, but now I can say his name.
I got you. I was like, what? All of a sudden, I'm like, damn, Tom's got Tourette's. What?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I think it's just timing. Everybody's so wrapped up in following the trades and all the rumors and everything. It's just been pouring out, hasn't it? Seems like there's a lot more transactions this year than maybe it's just because of Colton part of them. I'm like, hey.
Last year it was big numbers, right? Like your
Yeah.
big guys got signed big
overpaid.
numbers.
Yeah.
early.
That was all the
Now
wide
it
receivers
looks
last
like
year.
people are signing mid-tier people
All right.
before they're hitting the big dogs. You know?
The offensive liners going, the offensive line's going, linebackers are going.
I don't know. My guy's for O-line's still there.
Samoa.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I want a tight end. I want Oliver, the tight end, to be a run blocking tight end. You can get him fairly cheap, and he has decent hands, but he's just a road grader. I've been watching his. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh. Yep. I don't know.
And of course, they cut Matt Ryan.
They
Yeah.
haven't. Did they cut him?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not see
Yeah,
it.
they officially cut him.
Nick Foles
Yep,
is still
they
on the
officially
roster.
cut him. Yeah, what the hell?
I have
What
no
is
idea.
Scary.
Clicking.
What's that, Law?
My freaking keyboard's not working.
Oh.
There we go.
So
Turn
does
it off
anybody
and back
else know
on.
anything about that Taven Bryan that we picked up from
I heard he was. I
Cleveland?
guess he was a first-round draft pick.
yeah. That's all I know about him.
That's all I know.
Must not have reached
He
his
was.
potential like yet. He came from Cleveland, right?
Yeah. I don't know what year he was drafted, but I heard he was a first-round pick.
I want to say 2018, I think is what I heard. Red.
What are they saying? He might end up going where?
Who?
Damn. I hate. Pause, motherfucker. I hate it when that happens. Like you go to CBS Sports and their video just pops up and starts playing, and you try to pause it and it expands it and covers your whole screen. And I'm like, I just want it off. Why are you doing this? Nope, not going to Tampa, that's for sure. Not going to Washington because they signed somebody.
What are you talking
Washington
about?
and Tampa both.
Who are you talking about?
Huh? Matt
Who are
Ryan.
you-
Oh,
Matt Ryan. Oh,
The number one potential landing spot for Matt Ryan is San Francisco 49ers.
Home.
CBS. CBS.
interesting.
Somebody will get injured though. He'll pick up a gig.
Yep.
Well, we're going to need a veteran quarterback. So, I mean, we're going to need somebody.
Yeah, Matt, can we depreciate some of that cost on that retirement or on that exit package? Can you just come in for the vet minimum? Hell with the 12.
Yeah, we gave you 12 million. Now we'll sign you back
Heineke
for $1
signed
million.
somewhere. Where'd he sign?
He
Commander.
signed.
No.
Shit. Was it?
Cleveland?
No. Oh, damn it. Wasn't it the?
Yeah, because Mayfield went to Tampa. Brissett went to the Commanders.
Washington.
Yeah.
Falcons.
That's right.
That's
Falcons.
Yeah,
Yep.
damn it. That's right, because I was even looks like they're
$7
really
million
sold.
a year.
Yeah, it looks like they're pretty comfortable with what they got with Ritter and him. So less concern about them trying to leapfrog us. Not to say that they won't take Richardson if he falls to them. I mean,
And Mayfield signed with
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa. Yeah.
And Andy
Mayfield?
Dalton signed with
Mayfield.
Carolina.
Yep, the Red Rocket has got a home under Reich.
Yeah. Miles Sanders went to Carolina.
Andy Dalton is there to be the freaking
Mentor.
yeah.
Yep.
This is how you become a pocket quarterback. You put a big red target on your back or on your head, whichever.
Which I don't get it because Frank Reich's going to pick Bryce Young. So I just don't understand why you need Andy Dalton to teach Bryce Young how to be a starting quarterback.
I don't know. I mean,
They're saying he's going to take
Richardson
or Stroud.
I don't know. If he picks Richardson, Andy Dalton would be a huge help in mentoring him.
That's
how to be to sit and throw in the pocket.
I'll tell you right now, if Bryce Young or AR go with the first pick, I hope Ballard says, all right, Arizona, let's do this.
For a second rounder. I would be okay with the Colts trading to the Cardinals for a second rounder, and that's it.
A second rounder and Ryan Kelly.
Anything more than that to move up one damn spot.
A second rounder and Ryan Kelly.
Well, you think somebody else is going to do a deal with the Cardinals?
That's the problem. If you get another team that's back farther and wants to jump up, they're going to give them a hell of a lot more.
Well,
yeah, but you're not. But here's the thing: like your biggest trade argument on that is you'll still get exactly who you want. When you tell the Cardinals you're only moving back one spot, and we're not going to be messing with anything that you're wanting.
Well, and did you see today at the Georgia Pro Day, where Jalen Carter couldn't even finish his workout?
Yeah,
but I'm just saying it's more red flags where I think he might drop a little bit, where if Arizona was dead set on getting one of those two guys, if they want to stay at 3 and get Will Anderson, they're going to have to stay at 3.
I think they'll get Will.
I was going to say, and that's my point to, I don't know outside of the Colts that they're going to be willing to trade with too many other people. So, I mean, because you look at maybe Seattle because they're at 5. You know what I mean? And they know that we need a quarterback. So,
and they're not going, and Seattle's not going after a quarterback though.
But that's my point. You look at Seattle, you look at the Raiders, none of these teams, they've all improved their quarterback situation. Not greatly, but they've improved it a little bit,
The Raiders improved their quarterback position?
Well, they got a quarterback.
Well, I mean, they were going to get rid of Carr. That was already.
They got one compared to nothing.
You know what I mean? They were already getting rid of Carr.
So I'm just saying, I don't know if they improved over last year.
No, I'm not comparing. Compared to where we were, when all the trades for the draft and stuff started shaking out. When Derek Carr was already sitting nice and happy over there.
Yeah, that head coach fucked that whole system up, man. He messed that situation up bad.
I can't believe they got rid of their tight end,
Waller.
Yeah.
Did you see the tweet Kansas City dropped today? Just a little bit ago. The Kansas City Chiefs dropped a tweet and says, "Only a matter of time," and it had Kelsey, Mahomes, and a certain number 10.
Number 10.
Number 10. Used to play for the Texans.
Oh.
All right. That's a possible. That's definitely possible. Because now I know a lot of people are saying Buffalo's going to throw their hat in the ring for like Zeke or somebody instead of going for him. But yeah, D-Hop's like, hey, I'm out here, I'm for sale, bitches. Who wants me?
And the Chiefs dropped a little. They dropped it, saying, they're expecting. Apparently, the Chiefs are expecting to sign D-Hop. That'd be nasty.
I ain't gonna lie.
The rich keep getting richer.
That would be absolutely horrendous. I get it, but that would just shit. Although,
I guess not. I guess letting Frank Clark go and Orlando Brown go, freeing up the money to sign him or to get him,
Hell, they picked up an upgrade too at D-Edge. They got rid of Clark, but they picked up why do I start talking and then I lose the name? Fuck. They basically did what the Colts did, though. You know what I mean? They got rid of a higher priced guy and got a more productive. Damn it. I hate my old brain. Hang on.
I'm really surprised Orlando Brown's still out there on the market. I figured somebody would pick him up.
Omeniu?
Yes, thank you. God bless it. Can we just have Smith for once, you cocksuckers?
John Smith. He's a great player. John Smith.
No, Jonathan Smith was an angel back in the 80s.
Oh,
Hey, by the way, congratulations to JT.
That's what he said Jonathan. As soon as I heard that, I was going to say the same thing.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, Matt?
What's up, Matt? How you doing?
I saw what the Twitter thing
Juju.
is saying, and I think you downgraded at wide receiver.
Oh, I think I upgraded.
I think you downgraded.
Well, if you look at the stats, it's a downgrade. It's an upgrade.
I don't give a shit about stats.
It's an upgrade that Bill's going to be doing TikTok with him on.
That's the meme I'm enjoying the most. Is
I honestly think that Myers is way better than Juju. I think Myers will have a bigger season than Juju this year.
That's everybody's opinion. They're like Ash. Are we live?
I get it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We'll stop there.
I understand where you're coming from. It's just from what I've seen on tape, I like Myers way more than I like Juju.
So, Matt, were you surprised Myers only got 3 for 33?
No, it's a good deal. Kansas City was offering him less. I don't think it's a bad deal.
He's a good receiver. Like I was saying earlier, Myers isn't your, a top-notch, high-end receiver, but he's a very reliable dude. He can do just about anything well. He doesn't do anything great, but he does everything well.
Yeah, and I thought with just the slim pickings that there were in the wide receiver market, I thought that he would be able to get,
Well, they're not done yet. I just want everybody to know that.
What do you mean?
At receiver, they're not done yet.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I thought that Jacoby was going to get 12 to 14 a year. I thought he was going to get somewhere like 3 years, 37.
Well, I think they wanted a little less for him. I think they were offering him probably about like 9, something like that, under 10, and that's what they were looking at with him.
But I think you're right. I think D-Hop's going to go to KC.
I think he's actually going to the Patriots. I've heard something that he was that they were talking with the Patriots.
Well, did you see the tweet that Kansas City Chiefs dropped? We was saying I was telling them about this earlier. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me.
Yeah, I think D-Hop has been associated to most every team in the NFL.
Right. Of course, I heard that OBJ was going to the Kansas City because he's chasing the ring.
Hold on.
I've been watching it all day, Lawrence. I've been on all the Twitter sites, everything, all fucking day. Oh, excuse me, all day long.
So do we think that Odell ends up in Buffalo?
$20 million a year is what he wants.
Yeah, he wants $20 million a year. Mm-hmm.
I don't know that he'd want that if he went to Buffalo for another ring.
No, he wants it no matter where he goes.
I don't think.
Well,
Buffalo
of course, but I'm saying if a team that's legitimately got a shot at a title.
No, he did it with the Rams. He did it with the Rams. But I don't think he's going to ask for Bitcoin this year.
Why not? Right now is the time to get it with the way these banks.
Well, right. It's going down, baby. It's going down. Get it while it's low.
Do you think New England would pay him $20 million a year?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. But I think there's other receivers to look at as well. I think they need to. I think right now they're kicking the tires on 3 receivers.
I'll tell you what. team that's been getting their asses whooped in free agency is Philly. Philadelphia, the only thing they've been able to do is save their damn coaches from
I don't know.
They've been
I thought-
re-signing
I
their
thought-
vets.
I thought that running back pickup with Penny was friggin' phenomenal.
Well, yeah, but you were still left a hell of a void by losing
re-signed
Sanders.
The defense. Yeah, they re-signed Kelsey at center, so
They re-signed their D tackle.
yeah, correct.
They lost Slay.
They did lose
Oh,
Slay.
Dude, you're a Super Bowl. You're going to lose some players. I mean, Kansas City's losing players too. So yeah, anytime you're in the Super Bowl, you're going to lose players. The Patriots did too every time they went to the Super Bowl. You're going to start losing players.
Fletcher
I'm
Cox
saying is-
resigned.
When you look at the coaches that they lost and the talent that they lost. No, I'm not.
Everybody's
understand why
going
it's
for a
happening.
bag. Everybody's going for a bag because they were in the bowl, man.
Brandon re-signed
Mm-hmm.
for the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kelsey, Brandon Graham.
Kelsey
were
took a
both
year.
1 year.
Kelsey took a year for $10
That's why I
million.
said they're both 1 year deals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All three of them are 1 year deals. They're all 1 year deals.
Yeah, Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, Cox, Graham, and Kelsey.
Oh, Graham
They
resigned.
their-
See,
their old
that was
fullback.
a big one right there. I wanted to get Graham because I really liked him. He had a phenomenal year last year.
Mhm.
Yeah, when Lawrence did his interview, though, you knew that Graham was one
Graham
place
was
and
going
one
back.
place only.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get
They've
to watch
only
that,
lost-
Matt?
But he wanted a 2-year deal, and he only got a.
No,
1 year
I
deal.
have not. I've been on the free agency highway,
Lawrence
man.
did that interview with him on Believe. You ought to give that a check.
I will. I will. I'll watch that.
It's a couple
I
weeks
think
back.
they lost Sanders and they lost Slay.
Well, yeah, but then you factor in all the coaching talent. That
Yeah,
left
I
there
wanted
and
I
stuff.
wanted
That's-
Slay too. I really wanted Slay. That would have been a perfect thing because I
Instead
like
of
Slay
getting-
better
now you gotta
than
play
Ramsey.
against him twice a year.
Yeah,
Well, he's still out there. They lost him.
Yeah, he's
nobody
available.
signed him. He's still
right.
out
I
there.
wouldn't mind
I
Bill
thought
going to get
Miami
him.
Signed him.
Nobody signed him yet.
No.
I thought
Nobody
Miami
signed him.
signed Slay.
No, Ramsey. They signed Ramsey.
Was
Yeah,
it Ramsey?
Ramsey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Yeah, he was one of the first.
I think Ramsey's more of a safety than he is a corner. That's why I like Slay better.
I was surprised to see Poirier go back to Buffalo. I felt like he was all but out of there.
You know what? No one's calling him.
Yeah, I thought he was going to Miami. I thought that's where
Watch
he wanted
Slay
to go.
come to
Anyway.
Indy. I wouldn't mind seeing him come to Indy.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
lost a corner. Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be a
but
good
when I
pickup
got
for
Roger
you.
McLeod's really good friends with him.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
I imagine
Right.
that we're
Tell
gonna-
Rodney, give him a call.
Make that call, Lawrence. Come on.
Yeah.
But do you really think we're going to cut Gilly and then turn around and bring another 30-plus year old? I mean, I think the reason we did it was
Actually, he'd be more money than Gilly.
he'd be more money and he'd probably want to contend. You know what I mean? He just was in the big game, you know? Like I said, I can't see that being something the Colts will be able to do either.
What's funny is, was it yesterday that Philly said Philly posted out that they put Slay on the trade market, and then Slay tweeted, "I don't want to go anywhere else other than to stay in Philly. I don't want to go
Oh, yeah.
anywhere." You know,
He just wants money.
And
He
then
wants money.
got
That's-
released.
Yeah, he got released.
Yeah, he got released. He wants
So
money.
that's-
Yeah, he
messed
wants
up.
You
money.
see Rodney
Yeah.
McLeod tweet out about it. He's like, damn, this loyalty's a bitch or something like
It's a
that.
cold
Yeah, right.
business. It's a cold business.
It's a cold business. It is a cold business. It is.
That's what we do.
But they
We
were- I
signed
don't
Rodney
think they're
McLeod
signing
back
him. I really
so
don't.
that we could talk him into bringing Slay in on a decent deal and have a really good defense again.
Yep.
All the
You
Colts
know-
And bring
know-
Samolo.
you know what
from
I
the
wanna know?
offense.
I want to know where the Jets are getting all this money from. I think they're robbing a bank or something like that, man. Because I mean, they want to bring in OBJ. They want to bring in. Rogers. They want to bring in.
OBJ
They
ain't
wanna
gonna be that
bring in-
much. OBJ will be
No,
under
right.
10 million.
He wants 20.
He ain't gonna get it. He's gonna get under 10.
Yeah, but
OBJ
the
ain't
Jets are
gonna
2 million. The Jets are 2 million right now over the cap. Plus, they
that-
have to take on $15 million of Aaron Rodgers' money. And then they want to go get one of Aaron Rodgers. They wanted to go get Cobb or one of his buddy receivers, and then
Well, they
go
got
get
Lazard
OBJ.
already.
And
Did they
Yeah, and
sign
then
Lazard?
Lazard's already signed.
Yep.
he is. They signed him. So now they have to take on that deal, and then they want to. They're talking. I mean, NFL is just like putting all this weight on to make this super Buccaneers team of and the Rams where they're like swamped with cash, like the Rams were that one season, or they still are actually. I mean, it's like.
Well,
They-
I tell you what.
I guess they got even with the cap though, because you had to be at 4:00.
You know what? We kind of went through this last year.
Mhm.
You bring in a quarterback, you think it's gonna be that magic missing piece, and
Hey,
look
New
how
York
that
is
turned
like
out.
it's
All
better
turned
than
out like
anything we
Tom
got
Brady
right now.
did when he went to Tampa, and it didn't turn out like Matthew Stafford to the Rams. So I mean,
No, he got one.
I don't know.
Hey, I give him that. He got one. He got some jewelry out of it. I'll give him that.
Has
No, I'm
anybody
just
heard
saying-
any word on Robinson?
Dude, I just saw
Allen?
a UFO go past your house, man.
Dude, dude, I'm in the flight path of
Hey,
Of like two
if I don't
airports.
know what it is, it's a UFO because it's
okay.
unidentified.
on flying
Okay?
objects. I get it. Yeah, no, yeah.
Yes.
It's probably
Has
Which
anybody heard any
Robinson?
word on Robinson and whether or not he's signed somewhere else?
no,
yet?
he's not. No, he hasn't. He hasn't signed. He's still on the open market. I think it's going to take a while for him to get to find someplace. Because he had a bad season last year.
I'd put him in a prove it deal though. He's still got game.
Yeah, but here's what I think. Here's what I mean. It's going to take him like the rest of this week, maybe something like that, where the price is going to come down, and then you go get a prove it deal. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the prices are still high.
I don't know. I think everybody stayed a hell of a lot more reasonable this year than they did last year.
Oh, no doubt. They were throwing around bank cars, dude.
Oh my God, the
Why-
Giants just released Kenny Galladay. You know how much freaking money that's costing him?
Oh yeah, dude. That's a major.
They freed up 6.7, but fuck, they paid him 18 a year.
Yeah. There's some teams. You had it with your quarterback. We had it with our tight end. What was it like? 16 million? No. It was only 13 million. It's like most of our cap. I have to go back and look, but we had it was like 13 million. We dead cap just for him, and we have like 16 million. Our whole dead cap is 16 million, and 13 million is our tight end for this season.
but the cap doesn't really exist.
Oh, of course not.
The Saints
Of course
signed
not.
Jamal Williams from the Lions.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And the Lions signed,
Chicago's running back.
Montgomery, David Montgomery. Yeah.
That's a good signing, I think.
I'm back.
Jamal's a hard runner.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised they let him go. I really am.
I am too. No, he's not just Jamal's just not good. Jamal's good at getting touchdowns.
Exactly.
That's
Because
the
he's a
key.
hard runner.
Yeah,
Kind of like that Austin Eckler, and he wants a trade. He wants
right.
out.
He wants to trade, or he wants more money. I think he wants more money is what it is. He's getting
Well-
$6 million this next year. I mean, pay the man.
Well,
He
running
overplayed his
backs
contract.
running backs are
overplayed
taking
his-
it. Running backs are taking it hard this year. I mean, nobody's
Right.
paying them.
Yeah, but here it is. He's one of the top running backs in the league. And he got what, 34 touchdowns? And he's not just a running back, he's also a pass catcher. And he
Right.
gets a crap load of touchdowns, both. And he's probably their best pass catcher running back option. I mean, he's caught more touchdowns than anybody on the team and ran for more touchdowns than anybody on the team. He's like, so he deserves to get more than $6 million. He's looking at the two top receivers on the thing and says, I've made more touchdowns than these two guys, and these guys are getting a boatload of money. I want a new deal. I want to be paid more like a receiver than a running back, because
Lawrence,
I've made more touchdowns.
Let me ask you this. Do you think the Colts are freeing up space, cap space, so they can do an extension with JT and Pittman?
Probably not.
I wouldn't do it yet.
I
Just
think they're
curious.
just freeing up space to be ready in case something goes right for them. You know, that's what they did last year. They freed up space just in case, just to have that just in case, and then the Matt Ryan deal happened.
Well, do you think, okay, if no one trades for Ryan Kelly, do they keep him or they let him go?
They keep him.
What about Mo Alley Cox?
No, I think they let him go.
What about
Have you guys
Kenny?
got a? Oh, I'm sorry, I mean Red.
I was just say, what about Kenny? Because Kenny, I don't think Kenny wants to be there.
I don't know. I don't know Kenny's mindset. I know the rumors are there,
Right.
but I don't. I trust rumors as far as I can see them like coming out of the person's mouth, which is not at all. You know.
Thing about Kenny now is, after getting rid of Gilmore and stuff, that room's a little empty. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I know.
If you get rid of Kenny, now you've literally got yourself down to two corners.
We were talking about needing another outside corner. Now we need two.
What about cornerbacks? I mean, what about quarterback?
Well,
We're still waiting for CJ Stroud at 4.
All right, so you're gonna if he, yeah. What about if another team grabs him and thing? Who you think everybody's gonna be ready to play? So if you grab like AR, you think he's ready to play day one?
I don't think it really. I mean, Chris Ballard just has to get somebody to play that spot. You know what I mean? Right now we're looking at Nick Foles and Sam Ellinger.
Jesus.
Hey, Nelson, what do you think? This is our team. Let's go.
It's going to be a bleak 2023.
It's going to be a fun year. It's going to be a fun year, Yeah,
I'm telling you what, and it's heating up. I mean, people were talking about it, and I could see Ballard doing it. I could stay
not
at
taking
4,
a quarterback.
Not taking a quarterback at 4, picking Will Anderson Jr. at 4. And then getting back in the late first round and taking Hendon Hooker. I can see him doing it. It's got Ballard written all over it.
Oh, yeah.
Anderson's going to get past Arizona?
Let's put it this way. He'll take one of those defensive edge rushers.
Stetson Bennett. I'm telling you.
That's not that's not funny. I was just going to say that. That's not a bad play right there. That's not a bad play.
Oh my God, this fan base is become unglued.
I'm not in your fan base, dog. I'm in another fan base.
I know.
But I'm just saying honest. I like Stetson Bennett. The guy's got a good arm. He's got a good throw and he can make reads. And he's driven. He's hard driven. He went up through junior college, went up into Georgian. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
He's a winner. Dude. He is definitely a winner.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
If Will Anderson was gone, I'm not even looking at the D line. If I'm sitting there and it's really this bad, and if I can't trade down to like 5 or 6 or whatever, I'm either going to go out of Oregon, Christian Gonzalez. That really is a young, very, very, very well-rounded cornerback at such a position of need for the Colts. And I'll tell you right now, I would sit there and say, as far as cornerbacks go, I would feel more comfortable with this kid over. I mean, he was my number 2 player in the draft this year. I mean, Carter was my number 1A, and then Anderson was my 1B. You know what I mean? But as far as non-quarterbacks, I was like, Christian Gonzalez is going to be a dude in the league. I think he's going to be just something super special.
Hey, of course. Yeah. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to grab a great player, maybe even move down from 4 to something, grab a couple good players, get some more things, build a little bit of a team, grab a late quarterback, see how he does, and then if not, go into next year and grab a good freaking quarterback.
I'll tell you what, if somebody jumped us at 3 and it went quarterback, the culture, Chris Ballard, I honestly believe there's no chance in hell Chris Ballard takes a quarterback there.
Chris Ballard trades completely, like he doesn't even have a first round pick this year. He trades away a first round pick for a first and second rounder next year and a second rounder the year after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Lawrence. Yes, absolutely.
No, because
start building a team.
Well, it'd be nice to have 2 firsts and 2 seconds next year.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
nice to have a cornerback to play this year.
if you have, listen, loyalists. If you have 2 firsts next year, guess who you can get, brother?
2 firsts and 2 seconds. That's what it took to go number 1 this year.
Here's my thing.
Then you can go get your wide receiver that you want, brother.
Here's my
Screw
thing.
the wide receiver.
Yeah,
you got to have a quarterback to throw to him.
But here's my thing. There's no way the Colts are going to get to 1 unless they earn it. Because
they earn it.
Very rare that
if Nick Foles is our starting quarterback, we might earn it.
Oh, Nick Foles is the starting quarterback.
But it's very rare that
it's Sam Ellinger over Nick Foles.
You got to put Sam Ellinger in if you want to earn it.
if Nick Foles is the starting quarterback at the beginning of the year, Jim Irsay and Chris Ballard have already shook hands. Money's been exchanged, and we are officially tanking. Okay.
Yeah, the devil. It's signed in blood. Yeah.
My live streams will be comedy shows. Okay.
Yeah. You might as well not do the Sunday live cast. Because no one's watching, baby.
Welcome to the Bill O'Brien show back when he was with the Texans. We're going to give away everybody and not get anybody.
Because he was Gilly Lock a 5th round pick?
Yeah,
compensatory. Yeah.
Which is
that's
fine.
fair.
I mean,
that's fair. No, for someone that age, that was fair. That was fair for a 30-year-old.
And the fact that the Colts were doing him a solid by, trading him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Ramsey only got
a
third.
He's in the highlight. He's in the end of his later years of his NFL career. He wants to probably go out and
season. I can't believe on that when that was announced, and I went through and looked at all that, and they were talking about Gilmore's washed, and I'm like, oh, did you even watch Gilmore last year? Holy Jesus!
I'll tell you right. Here's my 2 biggest problems with this Gilmore trade. Number 1, and I'll speak on behalf of myself and Jack. Really? Fucking Dallas? Really?
You gave him to Dallas? Yeah.
Secondly, if Diggs can learn anything at all from Gilmore.
No doubt. Oh, yeah,
Diggs,
yeah. If he can learn man-to-man.
An absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
If he can sit there and take some of the...
If he can teach him man-to-man, if he can teach Diggs man-to-man, then he is going to be he'll be better. He'll be one of the best if he can teach him man to man.
I think it's more fundamental than that. I think if Gilmore can teach Diggs risk assessment, you know what I mean? Right. If he can teach Diggs when to go and try to make those plays and when to just say, all right, let's sit here and just stop the play,
Right.
Yeah.
There's not a better corner at reading a route without even looking at the wide receiver than Stephon Gilmore.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
That's why we called him the Gilly Lock.
And really, there is a third thing I got to say. Really, fucking Dallas. I mean, just come on. All right, I'm done.
It's NFC. So you don't have to see him. You don't have to see him any.
It's Dallas. That's the point.
Yeah, we won't see him next year.
No, not next year. It still sucks though, because I really like Gilly.
I did too.
We
There's
all
a
do.
slim
We all
possibility
do.
we can see him the
He'll
year
leave a
after,
place in your
but
heart.
it's very slim.
He will leave a place in your heart for a long time, brother.
Well, I guess I feel fortunate that I was able to see him up close and personal at training camp and see him in the games. So
Yes.
I feel fortunate to have the opportunity to interview his ass, you know?
absolutely. I
You
love
get a
that
signature?
interview.
Huh?
You get a signature?
Yes.
No.
Oh,
I
you did, Lawrence?
interviewed him.
You did,
He
Lawrence?
was on my show.
Yeah, but you got
Lois,
his
you got-
signature on the T-shirts too.
Oh,
did?
yeah, I did, didn't I?
Oh,
I-
man. I might
You
want one of
did.
them T-shirts
Yeah.
now, man.
Yeah, what's the contest? Come on.
Yeah.
I know he gave away some of them though, so I don't know if they were the ones.
I'm looking. Give me a minute.
Hey, give me a minute, man. we might have Patreon only now. The T-shirt.
I'm gonna say I told you I'd drive to Marion to pick one up. Save you shipping.
I'll pay for shipping.
I'll send you the postage.
This is an empty one. I'll sign it and give it away. This one's signed by Aaron Donald.
Next thing you guys know, we're gonna sit there and Lawrence is gonna come back, and he's like, "All my shit's paid off. I'm short a couple T-shirts, but all my eBay's. You see him on eBay, or I don't even know if eBay's a thing.
Yeah,
anymore.
he's got some on eBay now. You know, it's like, man, I thought he only had a few of these. You know, looks like he's paying his electric bill.
My mortgage paid off, and I'm a couple
Tom
minutes.
Brady signature work.
Yeah.
How much is this shirt with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning
There you go.
signature on
Yeah.
the same shirt worth?
Yeah.
Like I say, for the one that you said with just Tom Brady, people are looking at it and go, as long as the shirt's flammable, I will pay you a lot. Burn it in effigy.
This is the Peyton Manning Tom Brady Super Bowl.
Thanks.
Actually, it
guys.
was
I need
all,
to laugh.
that
I had
that
to laugh
AFC Championship game they played in one year. That was almost the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, 06.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
Yeah.
for us because it was after the
If
kickoff.
it was
of
better
Super
than
Bowl.
the Super Bowl.
I was gonna say
That's
after
what
the
I'm saying.
kickoff of
That's
the
what I
Super
mean.
Bowl-
That's what I mean, Lawrence. That's what I'm trying to say.
That
after
was
the
our
kickoff
Super
in that
Bowl.
Super Bowl, it was game over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're gonna go ahead and spot you 7 points from the kickoff and Chicago. Feel sorry for you.
Don't worry about this heavy ass rain and high winds. You got to worry about. Peyton Manning will sort it out.
That's right.
He was pretty good
Reggie
at that.
Wayne will be
those
so
wins.
wide open that
Yes.
Peyton Manning could punt the ball to him and catch the football running for a touchdown.
Reggie
Both
Wayne's
those
wide open,
guys could
Peyton
throw and
Manning-
win.
Peyton Manning's grabbing a bird, tying it to its leg, and saying, "Go that way."
Peyton was known to throw a couple ducks, so yeah, that's appropriate. That's
Yeah.
It was a
appropriate.
good day when it was only a couple.
Yeah. he did throw some ugly passes.
Yep. But they were always where they needed to be.
Oh yeah.
Well, not always.
And most receivers would say they're easier to catch.
Some people say that.
Yeah, Tom's worst pass was his last pass with the Patriots. It was with the Tennessee Titans in the playoffs was an interception of Logan Ryan, our old our old defensive back. He intercepted the ball.
It's a way to be remembered.
I know, isn't it? To Logan Ryan. I wonder if Logan Ryan kept that ball, dude.
And so the Chiefs converted 12 million of Patrick's roster into a signing bonus for this year.
Uh-huh.
So they created about 10 million in cap space.
That's good.
like I said, they're looking for that extra space for a certain wide receiver.
There's some wide receivers out there. Denver finally put something out that they're looking to trade their 2 wide receivers.
Jerry Judy and who else?
And Corton Sutland and Jerry Judy. And I remember what was it, 3 weeks ago or something like that? Oh, we're not trading Jerry Judy. No, we have no interest in him. Yeah, right.
Wish he was a little bit bigger, more of a Ballard kind of guy, because I like his route running ability.
Well, you need to be 12 foot tall in order to be seen by that quarterback that's throwing to him last year. So
You're right.
that's why Cortland Sutton got more targets, I think. Even though Sutton was always not in the right same spot that Russell was throwing to.
Is Cortland Sutton the slot?
Basically,
Okay.
he can play. He can play.
He can play on the outside.
The X or the Z.
Okay.
He can play the Y and the Z. He don't play the X.
Okay.
I'm not saying he can't. He just doesn't.
Right. He just doesn't have that speed.
Well, you don't have to have top end speed to play the X. You got to be the go up and get it guy.
Like an X receiver.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't laughed in a long time. Nice.
Well, that's what this night's for.
Yep, exactly.
Now, if it comes true that Nick Foles is our starting quarterback, I will remember this night.
Amen. Will do.
I'll drink to forget it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll drink to forget.
I
yeah.
will drink
And
every night in 2023.
I may take up drinking.
I might take that, yeah, right.
I'd have to take it back up.
And I'll be the guy screaming at Foles, going, "I thought you were a religious man. Look what you're doing to freaking Colts Nation."
And then they're going to switch out quarterbacks. They got to be going to
Alcoholism
look
is
for
my
another.
new career path. Thank you, Nick.
They got to be going to look for another quarterback, man. And they got to be going to find somebody, man.
I'm really surprised they haven't signed a veteran yet. I thought that was one of the first moves they'd do. But
Well,
They're
there
probably
still are,
Marcus Mariota's out there.
God.
and
You.
they could trade for somebody. I mean,
Keep Foles, you do that.
Who else is out there? I mean,
well,
the rest-
they're not out there. They could go.
Minshew.
yeah, Garner Minshew.
Minshew's not a free agent, correct?
No, but it wouldn't take much to trade for him.
Trade for him, correct?
I believe he is a free agent.
I thought he was.
Let me
I
look.
thought he was a free agent.
Well, look it up. Look it up. You guys got the computers. I got a computer, but
I'm
you
looking.
guys, I got a laptop. You guys got the big.
Click.
Desktop.
Come on. Load up. He is a free agent.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
And
Unrestricted.
they could go out and get him. It probably wouldn't take much to grab him.
There's probably a lot of teams though out there right now looking at Gardner. You know,
Oh, I'm sure. Minshew mania. I mean, you only need to get him for 1 year.
hell, last year he played last year with the Eagles. I mean, you got to remember
Yeah.
he's just now off his rookie contract. Just
Right.
now off his rookie
Correct.
contract.
Right.
You know,
Right. If even if you got him for 1 year, what, like $6 million?
And he was a 6th round pick, so he made jack and shit off his rookie contract.
Right. So I think $6 million would be
I can have that jack part of it.
a good deal.
$6 million is more than he made his entire rookie contract.
Rookie contract, exactly.
True.
Yeah, $5-6 million would be, and that's good backup money.
He made less than $3 million off his rookie contract.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So he would take that no problem.
I think Gardner will get a $10 to $15
Oh, you think he's going to get a long-term deal?
Yeah, from someone. Maybe not long. 3 years probably.
2-3 years.
Probably about $15 million a year, depending
Right.
upon who signs him. And I don't think he's going to sign until after the draft.
Oh, okay. You think it's going to be that long? Okay.
I think people will sign Gardner Minshew before they sign Matt Ryan.
Oh, absolutely.
I think a lot of people are going to wait on some of these guys right now until
Right.
after the draft to see where they're sitting at the quarterback position.
At the quarterback position, correct. Yeah, most of the decent quarterbacks are off the table now. Well, not really. You got the big ones still. You got Rodgers. And I know they're
He's
still.
off, damn it.
Rodgers is still going. It's all about their Green Bay wants a bigger. They probably want a 2nd round pick for Rodgers, and Jets don't want to pay a 2nd round pick for him. Because I don't blame Green Bay wanting a 2nd round pick for him, because you can get if you just release them.
Sure, give you a 2nd round pick. Eat that.
You could get a
fucking
3rd
contract.
round.
Yeah.
You get a 3rd round pick, compensatory pick for Rodgers if you released them. Even if you had a dead cap, you would still get a 3rd round compensatory pick for him.
But wouldn't
for
that dead
instance,
cap be like $50 million? It'd be like
yes, I know it was.
or some shit.
I know. If we just push the if we just push that aside, for instance, if you were to release him, you would get a third compensatory pick. That's what they're looking at. So that's why they probably want a 2nd round pick for him. He's a good quarterback. He's 4-time MVP. You know, he is almost the same as Favre, but he's a little bit better than Favre. You know what I'm saying? And they're saying, if you want to go get a Super Bowl and you want this guy, we want a 2nd round pick for this guy. And I'm sure there's some money involved where the Jets right now are tight with their money, and they want to take on, you know, as little money as possible. There's some money things, there's some draft things, and that's why it's taken long.
I think he ends up there.
He will, but they're arguing and about all the compensation and the draft picks, and eventually I think the Jets are going to have to cave on it.
I was watching that interview today on Pat McAfee. He almost had, when he was on there talking, he almost had 700,000 people watching that.
Oh, I know. I watched the replay because I just slept in today, man. I was up all night, dude.
700,000 people watching that that show. Wow.
If I disappear, my battery's about to run out, and I can't figure out why the charger's not charging.
Huh.
If I disappear, that's what's happening.
All right, brother.
I have that problem sometimes with my phone, or it won't charge.
Oh, I know.
Luckily for me, it's charged.
I put mine on the charger one night.
It's the charger cords. The charger cords are ass anymore.
That's
also
true.
Yeah, but I put mine on the charger.
Air blower and blow into the thing that.
Yeah, you can even blow your thing. Just blow into it a little bit.
You'll get lint and shit like that stuck in there.
Yeah, you get lint. Yeah, exactly. You'll get lint and stuff stuck in there. He's correct, and it's not getting a good connection.
Exactly. That'll help a lot. Kind of like what you used to do with your mic on your computer.
Yeah, a laptop.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I used to do. Now, don't blow into it while you're live with us, because that would be messed up.
Yeah. We don't need a.
Be like, there's a hurricane down there.
Okay. I don't know. I'll know in a minute, I guess. Keeps telling me it's about to quit. I'm about to cuss.
I know the feeling. My wife does the same thing to me.
Freaking telephone. I hate this damn phone.
Quentin Nelson's not the highest paid guard in the NFL no more.
I know, right?
Nope.
Chris Lindstrom, $21 million a year.
Damn.
He can keep the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Wonder if his fan base is going to be all up in arms. You can't pay
there's
a
no
guard
doubt in
that
my
much.
mind.
You shouldn't pay a guard that much.
God damn it.
Especially if he has a season like Big Q had last year. Holy crap.
Also, check the outlet too. You might have it in an outlet that's that has an on and off switch.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's
Okay.
in the same outlet.
Okay.
In the wall, it's in the same outlet.
Okay, I've done that before.
Yeah. No, the only one I have like that in this house is at the front door or by the
Okay.
front door.
I did that one time.
They signed Lindstrom to a 5-year deal. $21 million a year. Nelson
That's
only
crazy
got
for a guard.
4-year deal, but then again, it was a 4-year deal on top of his 5th-year option. So
Yeah.
Right.
we still got him for 4 more years. So
What's Braden making? What's his contract? What's he?
18,
Too damn much. Almost
17,
19.
18, something like that.
Almost 19.
Yeah.
Too damn much. Oh,
PDM.
We'll say that Braden Smith was probably the most reliable offensive lineman we had last year.
I was going to say, if you say consistent, I'm like, no, because Ryan Kelly was our, or not Ryan Kelly.
Matt Pryor.
Matt Pryor was our most consistently worse.
Reliable.
Yeah.
He had a little bit of issues the first couple games of the year, but I think that was because of issues with the guy next to him.
I can't
And
believe
then
a
he started
team
getting
hadn't signed
better.
Pryor.
Yeah.
I'm still worried we might be the team that signs Pryor.
Well, in that case, if we sign
I'm worried
Pryor,
we're the team that signs Orlando Brown Jr.
Mm-hmm.
they're going to pay a lot of money.
Yeah, I
Whoever
agree
it
with you,
is.
Lawrence. I'm surprised no one's grabbed him though. He's a great tackle.
It's because teams don't want him as a left.
Oh, I see. Okay,
They
Oh,
want
they
him
want
as a
him-
right tackle.
it's a right. They want him as a right tackle. He wants to play
be a
left.
left tackle.
Yeah, and he's better as he's probably better as a right.
But
Easier to get that big payday on the other side. though.
left
That's
tackle
what-
will make some more money.
yeah.
More money.
right.
Yep.
So what you do, you sign a right tackle deal to a team that has a left-handed quarterback. So go to Miami.
Go to Miami. And actually, yes, that's actually true. There you go, right there. That's
Yeah.
actually true. Yeah. Yep. And because Miami needs a line. Miami needs a line like crazy.
I
I've
would
always
not
been a
be
firm-
surprised that Miami got Orlando Brown Jr. and dropped him back at right tackle, paid him uber money because that's Tua's blind side because they done signed Tua. Tua's their starter next year.
Yep.
Yeah. They need offensive line help like you have no idea. If they actually got a line this year, wow. Watch out for Miami.
I'm waiting to see if Xavier Howard freaking comes back like the way he was, because he ain't been all that the last couple years.
Right. Yeah, he's had that. He's had the
fell
injury.
off
Yeah.
because of injuries.
Yeah. Yes. And also he has Ramsey on the other side, so it might actually help him now that he has Ramsey on the other side, so he could.
Yep.
Does Ramsey only play one side? Is he only like a right or a left?
No, he's a follow your best receiver guy.
Receiver kind of guy. Okay, good. Yeah,
That's what I thought.
because I remember Sherman was he only played one side. That was his fault. You know,
He would lock down that defensive left side.
Yeah.
Period. Lock
Yeah.
it down.
Yeah.
He was good at doing it.
That was his one fault, because if Sherman could have played both sides, that he would have been awesome.
Well,
Marvin
Okay,
Harrison
okay, that's
only
good.
played one side, and he was freaking awesome.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I get it.
Oh, Matt, here you go.
What is it we got, brother?
Patriots just signed James Robinson.
Okay.
2-year deal, $8 million.
The Jags running back.
Yep.
That's not bad.
He's a receiving back.
He's a receiving back. Yeah, exactly.
So what? You don't have White no more?
No, we haven't had him for a few years.
Okay.
And I think that's what they're going after. So that's why I like that deal. I like the money too. That's a really good deal. That's actually a really good thing that they're going after. They're getting their check down guy. Even though Ramondre Stevenson does get a lot, he's very good at the pass. But they want that check down guy that White brought to with Tom Brady.
You got a kink in your neck or something, Jack?
yeah, it's the last couple days. It didn't get any better today.
Here we go. Isaiah Rogers just tweeted. He's saying, I am recruiting. I promise. That's good.
Well, maybe he's recruiting Darius Slay.
Well, they're saying now that Philly is Philly doesn't want to lose him. They're still trying to work something out with him.
They're probably trying to re-sign him.
They're probably
for
re-sign him.
something different.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They cut him to save money,
Right.
But
To
don't
save
want
money.
to pay that much,
Right.
Right.
because that money, most of that money was not guaranteed. It was mostly roster.
Right.
So
And if you cut him and re-sign him, it probably will save money over the time. Yeah, but Bill does that quite a bit.
Matt Ryan, re-sign him to a $3 million deal as the backup.
That's not actually a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea, but it won't happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either, unless it's like the last. There's nothing available, and
True.
because I'd rather have him than Flacco.
I mean, even Matt had to understand that the Colts weren't going to pay him $35 million off of what happened.
Right,
last,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He's smart enough to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think then that we wait until after the draft to sign a veteran quarterback?
Probably.
Very possible. Yes.
It's dangerous because it can end up making it possibly more expensive.
Right.
Yep.
What I miss?
I just asked if you think we're going to sign a veteran quarterback after the draft. wait and see who our main quarterback is, and go from there.
Well, I mean,
The Colts
not really a
extend
whole
Matt
lot of.
Pryor for a 5-year deal.
Good God.
You're killing me.
Well, I hope he really reworked himself back into that guard body, because he was a lot better at guard when he had his body set up for it than he was last year.
Ugh, you're killing me, Lawrence. Next thing you know, we're going to re-sign Sam Tevy
Oh, jeez.
to go along with Matt Pryor.
I don't know. I'd rather have Teddy still over the other guy that we had 2 years ago.
Davenport.
Yeah, Julian.
I put
Yeah.
Tom in the timeout. Tom's in timeout. That's just
Tom's. I thought maybe Tom left. You know,
he's in timeout.
Thanks.
He's
Oh,
not. He's
you're
not.
like,
He-
screw
This thing just
Davenport.
quit.
You mentioned that. You mentioned that name, and you're
penalty
getting
box.
timeout. Huh? I see.
He's in the penalty box, man.
There's only one other one that you could have mentioned that would have happened.
I'm not even going to try to guess.
Same year.
Nope, not saying it.
Oh.
Not saying it.
By the way, I like your new logo there on your Twitter account. I like that.
Oh, the tabletop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, I just want to know who our quarterback's going to be.
I'll tell you what,
That's all.
Colts Nation does not have a lot of stable fans, but they have some of the most creative GIF fans.
I'll say it's really good to that.
There's some really good ones.
Well, if Nick Foles is our starting quarterback, it'll be really creative next year.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be very creative.
You remember how last year? You remember how last year they had the stadium and then it just froze up with ice for Matty Ice?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to have the opposite of that. You're going to see the stadium and it's just going to go up in flames, and then you're going to have a bunch of fans outside going, "Yeah!"
But it's going to be real. I mean,
Have Beavis and Butthead out in the outside. Fire! Fire!
Then you have at the bottom the ticker says live. Channel 8 News reporting.
live. Colts pass on a quarterback at pick number 4. This is what happened. Oh God! Just
So,
put me in a
Beavis, what do you
medically
think of
induced
this
coma
signing
till.
of the extension for Nick Foles. TP for your bunghole.
All right, I'm not going to spew my coffee everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's for you.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, okay. He put a thing. That's his phone. I was like, what the hell is that?
Oh my goodness.
Well, who knows? We could get Lamar. Maybe that'll be what we do. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Someone might take AR-15 at 1.
Hey, wouldn't put it past Frank.
Carolina, yeah.
It's over $6 million a year for Miles Sanders.
Yep.
That's actually on the cheap. I think Miles Sanders is worth more than that.
He's a good running back, but I think it was that offensive line that really helped him.
Well, like I said, he got better with more carries he had. So
We'll see.
yep.
I don't know. I mean, everybody keeps, when Frank was here, everybody, he's the quarterback whisperer. He's just so good. I didn't see it. I mean, he's a good guy. But I didn't see him.
Dude, there is no. I don't believe that quarterback whisper crap.
I don't know. I mean, I think he did a hell of a job with Sam Ellinger, bringing him up from where he was.
Right.
I think, in all honesty, it's hard to rein in Carson Wentz when you have that go for it attitude. You know what I mean? So I can't put that on right.
Son of a bitch.
The signing I can put on him, but
Right.
I'm gonna need a few minutes, Law.
Right.
Okay.
First round pick for a quarterback is kind of tough. I don't know if I'd be taking a
honestly,
first
I know
round pick
that
on
the
a
Colts
quarterback.
announced that Kelly's on the trade table, but they're going to want something for him.
Well, they mentioned that Kelly was on the trade table, Mo Alley Cox, Kenny Moore. But I've also heard tonight that they wouldn't say names, but supposedly there's a few others vets that we have that have been let teams know that they are available if you're willing to trade for them. I don't know who they are. Scary. That's
They
what I
just
mean.
let those names out because that's what the fan base wanted to hear.
All right. Could be. But it's like, is this a rebuild or a retool or what is it? What are they doing?
I'm starting to think rebuild if there's much more people that's gone.
I do too.
Yeah, if they're starting to move on people, then it's a rebuild.
Let's put it this way. God, I don't even want to say it. But if they were to move off of Defoe, if they were to move off of Shaq,
Yeah,
if they
definitely
were to
Shaq.
move off
Or Jonathan Taylor.
or Pittman, if they were to move off one of those guys, then they're burning it down to the ground and starting over.
Yep. I don't think
Especially
Defoe's
Shaq.
going anywhere. I can't say anything about Shaq. I don't think Defoe is. I don't think Jonathan Taylor is. Pittman, I think there's a possibility. I think Leonard is a possibility. I'd hate to see him go, but I think it's a possibility.
I just don't think they would get rid of Bobby O if they thought Shaq wasn't going to come back healthy.
I'm 100% sure that they want Shaq back, but if someone offers a stupid
deal, right? Yeah.
But
I don't think nobody's going to offer a stupid deal with a situation with him and his leg.
yeah,
That's
Just
the
because they
problem.
don't know. Yeah.
I mean, if they start letting key pieces of that, of our team go, then it's like they're tearing it down, starting over from scratch.
I don't think we are, though. I honestly
it depends upon if another guy goes. That's what I'm saying. If another person is traded away or released,
One of the unexpected ones.
yeah.
Well, see, and that's the thing. I think if you see, as long as you keep Quentin Delson, Braden Smith, then you keep JT, Michael Pittman Jr., one or the other, because I can see you maybe having to get rid of one of the two, but not both of them. They're offensively, that's your nucleus, and then defensively, you got Blackman. Who we got? We got Blackman. You got Yannick and, Dio and Quiddy.
Grover, Buck.
See, I don't know that you can call Grover a centerpiece because he will be literally next year.
Defoe is a centerpiece.
Yeah, now Defoe I do because Defoe I think that he's got a much longer term. Grover, you basically going to have to re-sign him next year if you think he is that guy, which I'm down
How
for.
old
Don't
is
get me wrong.
Defoe?
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying if he was
Yeah,
to be
but if he's
gone,
only got if he's only got 1 year left on his contract and you trade him, that's not really a bad option.
yeah.
And then go out and get a rookie to replace him.
But I mean, we can't do that. Hell,
How can you replace Defoe? Man, you just
no, I didn't. I said Grover. Defoe
Grover.
Defoe is got to be here.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Yeah, Defoe is one of those guys. If he's gone, then I would definitely start leaning more towards okay, we're blowing this whole thing up.
I think the Buccaneers got the steal of the offseason.
Who?
Baker.
Bo Baker. Yeah,
$4
Baker.
million.
Yeah, Baker was. Yeah,
I thought it was
yeah.
eight.
Baker was a
4
4
1 year, $4 million.
1 year, $4 million. That was yeah.
Was there a
that was,
bunch of
that
incentives
definitely-
or anything to it?
I don't see any.
Oh, I don't know,
All I
Paul.
see is contract 1 year, $4 million. And that's
Prove it or lose it.
That's on Spot Track, and OTC doesn't have it, but Spot Track does.
And he's competing against Trask, right?
No, he ain't
That's
going to
all they-
compete, dude. He'll get
There's
the
no
job.
there's no competition there.
That's all they
There's no
have. on the
I know,
roster.
but I'm just saying those are the two guys, and I think
Yep, that's all they have on the roster.
I even put it out on Ian Rap Sheet, dude. I said there's no competition, dude. You got a guy who's played years as an NFL starter compared to a guy who has even who wasn't even good in college.
Both teams that Baker's played for, he's shown the ability to win. You know, the
well, two of the
No.
three.
go for it attitude.
Yeah, two of the three, because he wasn't very good at Carolina, but the
The
Browns and the
played much
Rams.
at Carolina. So
Well, Carolina wasn't a good. It's not that he weren't a good team. It's that the team wasn't built. It's not that he wasn't a good quarterback. It's they only had like one good receiver there.
Well, the thing was, though, I mean, even whenever the coaching changed, the team played much better. I think it was more coaching in Carolina.
Right,
before you-
exactly. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So you had coaching. You had a
But by
coaching
then,
problem.
Baker
and
was
then-
already
And then
gone.
you had, and then
Yeah.
a lot of the times you might be playing a team that would lock down their best receiver. So you didn't have a lot, and then CMC was always hurt. So
The best receiver that they just traded away.
yes, they're building the team back up. I thought that was a good thing to trade away that receiver and go out and get another receiver. Maybe not this year, but next year.
Well, they got to have somebody for their rookie quarterback to throw to.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was a proven commodity. I get it that if you had to get rid of
Everybody always
just sounded
gets
like
the
that's
cart
what
before the
God was
horse.
demanding.
I
was
always
the
say that you got to build a team before you get the quarterback, and everybody goes and gets the quarterback before the team.
Well, we had the team. We went through 7 quarterbacks.
Tony Brown's been re-signed too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Awesome. That's good.
Well, no, you had a problem. Here it is.
Yeah.
You should have got a. I don't mean I'm not trying to thing. Is your ownership, upper management should have got a offensive line, and your quarterback would have still been there. And I don't think you would have any qualms about arguing with me with that.
What team are you talking about?
The Colts.
We had an offensive line
would
until
still
last
be there.
year.
No, I'm talking about when Luck was there.
You were talking, with Grigson and not
Grigson,
getting an offensive
Oh,
line.
good Lord.
If you guys put a offensive line when Luck was there, Luck would still be playing for you guys.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
That dog can't hunt anymore. We got.
Oh no. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just using that as an example. I think the same thing right now is happening with Miami. They got a good quarterback that they can coach up and get ready, but they're not putting a offensive line in front of him. If they don't do it this year, he's going to be gone.
Yeah, I said last Saturday, I think it was, Loyalist, when we were on about Tony Brown. I figured that he'd probably be cheap, like vet minimum.
Yeah.
But damn good special teamer. $1.2
tell you right
million.
now.
That's about vet minimum.
I'll tell you what, Mason has got to be one of the happiest coaches in that at West 56th Street right now. He's
Right.
looking, he's like, okay, I got EJ Speed. I got myself back with Ashton Doolin. Now you're giving me Tony Brown. These are 3 of the studs. I still got
And
what's
Gay.
his name? Stewart, you know what I mean? And then you got Dallas Flowers. And then, oh, by the way, let me give you a nice shiny kicker to throw into there. And
And you're getting your punter back.
yeah, you get your punter back. So now we're like,
Quarterback.
can you do me a favor and can you not lose games with these guys? And he's like,
Well,
hell
I'll tell you what, it's a good thing we got that kicker because that might be the only way we're scoring points next year.
yeah.
He might kick 60 field goals. Hell, who knows?
Too early to say. We could be, who knows?
Shoot, we need a
Like I
punter and
said,
a
I'm
kicker.
not expecting them to win 12 games next year. I just want them to be competitive. I just want to show improvement throughout the year. Whoever it is at quarterback, just show improvement. Just be competitive, show improvement. That's
I
all
want
I'm
to see
asking.
improvement at the guard position.
Yeah, the line, exactly. Because that was the problem last year. And for
I wanna
what?
see
I
Raymond get
don't know.
better. Or Ryman, sorry.
Get us a nice veteran guard that's not older than dirt and
Samolo.
capable, and then I still want a blocking tight end. Give me a really good people mover because there's a couple. The reason
Hey,
I like
this year's
the
the year
idea
for
is
tight
there's
ends, man.
two really young. I mean, we're talking 26 and 25 tight ends that are really good at the blocking that have already been in the NFL for a couple of years. They were both walk-ons. And I'm telling you, I just are not UDFAs, but bring those guys in
Make a
and
head
put them
call.
with Woods and Ogletree and
Granson.
Grandson.
like I said, cut Mo Alley, to save some cap space or trade them if you can. Offense, you keep JT, and then you got Michael Pittman Jr., Alec Pierce, and just say, here, young quarterback, you learn the game, but while you're at it, feed these guys.
I want to see more so. I would rather see the three guys that we have at tight end just get better at
Right.
blocking. Work on your blocking. Kylan worked on his blocking really hard last year and improved quite a bit. Woods already talked about when I interviewed him. He wants to get better and he's going to work on it. So, and in all honesty, our other one, he was a damn
Ogletree.
good blocker, and yeah, Ogletree was a damn good blocker in training camp, and then he went down. So we'll see what happens, but I think those guys can actually get better. I think Woods will get better just because he's, he had to learn the whole new damn position. I think it's just he's kind of in the same situation with Bernard Ryman, in that new position. He's trying to figure out stuff.
Right.
First thing is, then you come into the NFL and you got a playbook and rookie stuff and all. You can't really get a whole lot better at stuff because you're adjusting to the NFL, let alone the fact that you're, new at your position. So I think this year you'll see a nice jump from Woods. I think you'll see Granson probably get a little bit better. If he blocks as well, if Granson blocks as well as he did the last 5-6 games of the year, I'll be happy because Granson did a good job.
Well, this kid Joshua Oliver from the Vikings, he would be cheap, and like I said, he is just a really super solid at the blocking.
Do you want 4 tight ends on your 53?
We've run 4 tight ends for the last 3 years. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, we would have had 4 tight ends if Ogletree didn't get hurt this year. And we actually did still run with 4. We just ran with that Iconic or whatever the hell that kid's name
Kalanick.
is. Yeah.
Klondike.
Yeah. I've said that kid's name different every damn time. For some reason, his name just throws me for the loop.
I would love to see us use Jelani more like they use Waller at Vegas. More of a pass. I mean, Jelani is he's just a big wide receiver.
Yeah. But to Lawrence's point, I think these guys keep working on their blocking. You've got a trio that can just be dynamic receiving tight ends
all the way around. Yeah.
Also be good blockers. And I think this kid would be that I'm a blocker. And by the way, I can run some routes and catch some patches too.
Right.
Because he's no slouch. And like I said, he's only 25, so he fits the room age-wise. You know what I mean?
As long as we get a quarterback that can throw the ball to him.
Have you ever looked up this kid's stats? Because I know I talked about him last week too.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah, check it out. Look him up. Joshua Oliver plays
And he's
for the
on
Vikings.
the Vikings. He's on the
No,
Vikings.
he's a free agent, but he was on the Vikings.
Okay.
My oldest cat, who is 8 years old, the mother of all of my cats, is now in the last month. She has wanted to play so freaking much. She brings me everything: loose shoestrings, yarn, balls, everything. She's the one that you could play catch with, like a puppy. So you can throw a ball. It's got to be small enough and tender enough for her to pick up with her,
Right.
her teeth. But she'll pick it up, bring it back, drop it on the ground, wait for you to throw it again. And she has been nothing but doing. She's grabbing stuff, running it up, wanting to play. And I'm like, good Lord, cat. Fuck, I don't have to change your name to Spot.
Here, Spot. Fetch.
Mm-hmm.
Fetch.
So the Jamal Williams has agreed to terms 3-year deal with the Saints.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about that
That's
earlier.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got in here a little late, but that is a good. That's they're they know they going to need a someone's going to jail. They know they need a running back.
He ain't going to jail. There's a damn good chance he goes to prison.
Right. That's what I
The
mean.
new video that came out. Yeah. Well, at least if he does go to prison, that'll free up a whole shit ton of fucking cap space for him.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah, because no doubt.
Hey,
They can go
$14
to
million a
they can go to the
year.
NFL. Yeah, they can go to the NFL and get that taken care of.
Yeah, damn it, Matt. You could have done that for us, Matt. You just went and got arrested. I could see it now. Uncharacteristically, Matt Ryan.
I can't. Matt is too nice of a guy.
I know.
What?
I couldn't see it. But
Matt Ryan, I said he could have gotten arrested. That would have helped us out a lot.
Oh, you guys know. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Matt Ryan
Let
was
him-
found in a nursing
Yeah,
home.
hey Matt, go spend a couple years in jail. Help us out.
To help us
No,
out.
you don't have to be. You don't have to
Oh,
actually be
oh.
guilty in NFL nowadays. Nowadays, you just have to be alleged, and all of a sudden they put you on that suspension list. And
Yeah, I'm sure Matt's all for helping us out because we helped him out. Jesus. Helped
he
him
said
get
he
him
needed his meat
help.
tenderized, so we
Well, we
helped
did
him.
that. We almost damn near got him killed.
I almost had him eating out of a damn straw.
Oh,
Jesus.
if
It's a
Ashton
shame, though.
Cohen got $3.6 million a year, I think Paris Campbell gets twice that.
7-2.
Yeah.
Well, how much cap space do we have right now?
After the Tony Brown is
After all this stuff that we've done, how much do we have?
it should be close to 19, 20 mil still.
So they can still bring in a few pieces. What, they
Wow.
got to have at least 10 million to sign your draft class?
Well, probably 8 because we've got the extra picks, but they're
Right.
late round picks.
Right.
He's 7,
Now,
8 million.
What are you wanting to know? Is it you want top 51 or actual? Because there's two different types of,
Yeah,
Right.
but the salary cap's based off the top 51, correct?
yeah.
So that's the one.
Yeah, the top 50.
I go to the 51. I go to the top 51.
I'm registering.
So the Colts,
26, but I don't know who all's been.
you guys got Matt Gay for a kicker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Second
that's
highest
awesome.
paid kicker in the NFL.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We did to the Rams what we did to the Patriots a few years ago.
Yeah, no shit.
Like I said, Matt, that's going to be the only way you score points next year.
The longest.
Hey, oh, that's what you were talking about on that tweet you sent out today. I saw just a little while ago.
Yep.
That
It's the
kickers are the
longest.
I
most
mean, yeah,
paid
because the
most points.
kicker makes more points than anyone else on a team.
on a team, and it is so true. I've always said that.
Not do
People
that.
are like,
Jack just fell out. So
Yep.
But Matt, it's the first time the Ballard has signed a 4-year contract in free agency.
why do they keep putting this out? The same friggin' picture is the oldest picture in the book. They're spotted at Logan Airport. Lamar Jackson and DeAndre Hopkins. They use this picture. They always use this picture. I know it's hard to see, but they always use this picture, the same guy, and it's been going for 2-3 years. And now they just doubled it up. And it's the same guy. I don't know who this guy is. And now they just doubled it up. And it's the same guy over and over and over again. And I don't know who this guy is. I'm like, who is this guy? And it's the same picture. And everybody in Massachusetts and Boston know that this is the oldest picture in the book, but they keep doing it. This guy looks nothing like. This guy looks nothing like these two guys. Every single guy.
There?
No. This is Logan Airport. This is at the Hertz counter at Logan Airport. I'm sorry, you
I saw it
probably
earlier
can't
where
see.
they said there was DeAndre Hopkins was out there.
Yeah. It looks nothing like DeAndre Hopkins, and it looks nothing like
Lamar.
thing. And every time they put it, Lamar. It looks nothing like either one of them. And every time they do this free agency thing, I was like, this other guy was too. I said, I put up there, I go to the guy. It's like, the guy don't have dreads.
Michael Pittman Jr.'s calculated market value is fucking almost $19 million a year.
Well, now I know why we're freeing up cap space. So much for bringing any more pieces in. That's it. We're done.
Jonathan Taylor's calculated market value is a little over 13.
Really?
Let me ask
you. The franchise tag was 10.
This year.
Do you think we tag
probably be about
JT next year? Say we sign Pittman this year, tag JT next year.
Darius Slay to the Ravens. Devin McCourty tweeted out, that's scary. Who else? Let me see. Hold on. Let me put this up. Who else is it?
Darius Slay to the Ravens.
Marlon Humphrey.
Returning to the Ravens.
But he said Marlon Humphrey.
Yeah. Marlon Humphrey, though, isn't the same Marlon Humphrey who was 2 years ago either.
Yeah, or last
He's
year.
been injured every damn year.
Why do people put these alerts out? Alert. Lamar Jackson. Patriots. What does it say? Gotta need my glasses. Patriots not signing Lamar Jackson. Alert. No, we're not signing him.
Oh, hell, that's better. We're getting sucked into every damn Lamar alert there's out there.
Oh, dude, it was on there this afternoon. Lamar Jackson coming to the page. I said, we're not going after Lamar Jackson.
Nope. You're going after Mike Gesicki.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that. I would not.
After trading Jonnu Smith, they're going to go after Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I don't trust people who don't have a thing.
Hey, at least one
Breaking
upside to that,
Patriots
Matt.
trading for DeAndre Hopkins.
Hey,
Yeah,
Matt.
I believe. Huh?
Do
The one
what?
upside to that is at least if you get Gesicki, you'll have one of your guys that don't fall flat on their face in their Miami road game.
Let me ask you guys this. Put the money aside. Do you think Lamar would be a good fit in the Colts system with Shane
Yeah.
Steichen?
Oh yeah, it'd be special. I mean,
Oh,
JG,
absolutely,
Yeah, it'd be
absolutely.
nasty.
Yeah, it would
and
be nasty.
you got your wide receivers who are notorious for being gritty
I think-
blockers and stuff. Yeah,
I think Lamar Jackson with the Colts system right now, as is right now, I think I don't even think you'd have to add too many more pieces.
I
You'd
think
want to bring back Paris. I think you'd want to bring the good thing is all the wide receivers block.
Yeah.
So you need that for a Lamar Jackson style offense.
Ryan
Right.
Kelly would have to go. You'd have to find a new center. He's just not good enough.
Could the Colts free up enough space? Because I heard that if you sign him to a sheet, you got to have that money free up on your cap space for like he was going to be on your team for that next year. You
All the
have to have that. Not yet. This just the cap hit for that first year. You have to have that available for at least that 5 days until Baltimore either decides they're going to match it or he's yours.
Yeah. Well, the thing is you'd have to have all the guaranteed money, whatever it is.
You got to put that in
Yeah.
escrow.
Yeah, you have to have all that day one.
Right.
And that's the thing. Does Irsay? Because we all know, Irsay, he's a great man and he's wealthy, but he's not the Panthers GM type wealthy and stuff.
No.
You know what I mean?
Now,
He's
if
not-
we start seeing that Jim is selling off part of the collection, then if he sells a couple guitars,
Jim Irsay hat goes on the market, we know some shit. We know that it's it. That's it. Lamar's coming here. Jim Irsay's like, I've been giving you.
eBay. We're in trouble. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Jim Irsay's like, I've been giving money out for years to this fan base. You better run me a GoFundMe page right now.
oh shit!
GoFundMe, I need a quarterback.
I don't know if they'd do it or not. I just don't know. I don't know. If they don't like any of the quarterbacks that are up there in the top four, and I mean, Hendon Hooker, there's a big question mark with him. Would they do it? Would they sink all that money into Lamar? He's only 26.
Yep.
Former MVP.
I really, and
I
said
would
this,
not complain about it. I would not be opposed to it. I'm not gung ho, but if it happens, then let's ride and see what happens.
Right? That's the way I am. If it
I'm
happens,
not
it happens.
opposed to it, but I will say this though. Irsay's more of an old guard. I mean, he's more of the traditional NFL guy. And I would have to believe that he leans real heavy against these players not getting these fully guaranteed contracts. So to sit there and think that he would take that leap and take even a mostly guaranteed contract, I think Irsay would hesitate to do that just because of the precedents now, which I know you got Deshaun Watson, but to sit there and and you continue to do that, now all of a sudden it's the narrative. You know what I mean? And I think that the Irsay is of the old way of thinking of no, I'll pay this guy a buttload of money, but I'm not going to sit there and guarantee it without the production.
Well, I mean, he did guarantee Andrew Luck's final year and didn't even play.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
that's
did.
1 year versus a whole contract.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You're talking
he's also
38
not
million
afraid
versus
to pay.
200 million.
That is one thing that Irsay's not afraid to do.
No, he's very generous. I'm not dog. I'm just saying as far as the way of thinking and the way he tries to protect the field and stuff.
But you know something though, the way the NFL is going, if another quarterback, say Burrow,
Are we losing Tom?
or the center, the other quarterbacks,
Tom, you're gonna have to start over, Bo, because you're cutting out real
You're breaking up bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can you start again?
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Mhm.
No, it wasn't. We couldn't hear you. You were lagging. It was like you would freeze for a while, and then
You've done that a few times so far.
Maybe I'm having a bad. Well, yeah, my internet connection is not full strength here.
But what was it you were saying?
I was just saying the way the contracts are going for quarterbacks, I think it's in the near future. Thank you, Jimmy Haslam and Cleveland Browns.
Or Minnesota and Kirk Cousins.
Hey,
well,
Kirk
did it the hard
on
way.
himself and won. So
yeah, but the thing is boy, did he win, because he's been under fully guaranteed contracts ever since that happened. You know,
well, I mean, he went through 2 freaking franchise tags to do it. So
Yeah.
Right. Yep, he played his way through it.
mhm.
no, I ain't knocking him. Like I said, I could see that Irsay would follow that path if that's what everybody else was doing, but to sit there and set the path, which right now I feel like that's where we're at, is like at this precipice of either we have to nip this narrative in the bud now, or we're doomed on this. This is the cost of doing business from that point on.
Well, who's the next quarterback with the big deal coming up? Burrow and Herbert?
Yes.
Yeah, because Murray got his last year.
I don't. What's
Mahomes
messed
is-
up, and I've already said this, I'd be surprised if Herbert gets as much money as Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I think you're right about that because he hasn't done anything.
Well, I can't.
He hasn't.
Can you?
He hasn't gone to a playoff game.
He hasn't even won a playoff game yet.
He hasn't won a playoff game.
Well, Cincinnati is they're cheap. I mean, when have they ever paid anybody?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
talking about Burrow now.
Yeah.
Burrow
I
gets
mean,
paid fat cash.
yeah, but do you
Yeah,
think
Burrow's gonna get paid
Cincinnati's
a
going to do
truckload.
it?
Yeah, they'll back the truck up.
They'll back the truck up for him because he's beaten Mahomes 3 times, which I think actually he's beaten him 4 times. If it wasn't for that sloppy ref game that we all saw in the AFC Championship game.
What do you think they're trying to eliminate the workman's comp for there in Cincinnati? They're saving up money, my guy.
I'm going to say right now they're going to back up a little Chevy S10 to him.
I think it's going to be more like a Brinks.
Chevy S10 loaded down in gold bars is still worth a lot of money. All right.
Yeah.
I'm
A
just
lot of
saying,
money.
Cincinnati is cheap, very cheap.
I don't think this
What?
time.
Plus, they got to pay Chase too.
Yeah, I don't think with all those receivers over there, okay, you look at all. They're going to have to let someone go on that. Some people go on that receiving core.
There's going to be
That receiving core is heavy loaded. They cannot.
Yeah.
They're
You have
probably
to
going to
keep
have to
Burrow,
let 2
you
of those
have to
receivers
keep
go.
Chase.
Wasn't
you have to
Chase
keep-
Okay,
Those 2 guys.
2 of those
wasn't Chase
receivers are
also a
going.
first rounder?
What was that, Loyalist?
Chase, wasn't he a first rounder as well? So don't they have the 5th year
Yeah.
option?
Yeah.
They have the 5th-year option on him. They're going to put
You
a
don't have to
5th-year
worry about
option
for
on
2
him.
years. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to put a 5th-year option on him.
Burrow does. But yeah, I think they'll keep Chase. They'll keep Burrow. We'll sign him 1 year after the other, and then I don't know. I know they've been trying to trade Higgins.
Well, I don't know why they don't do it this year. I don't know. And get some draft. They're probably going to do it next year because next year is the wide receiver. That's why they're not doing it this year because this year there's no wide receivers this year. when they can do it next
Well,
year
I
and
mean,
get
they
a
could trade him. They can trade him all the way up to week 8 next year. So,
yeah, exactly.
this
Yeah,
year
that's probably what they're going to do. They're going to trade him next year
at the deadline.
during the at the deadline.
I would if
Get a
I was
first round
Tennessee,
pick,
I would.
or I would do
Use
it
him
next
up
year
and then trade
during,
him.
and then trade him, right, and then get a first round pick for him.
I don't know if you get a first round pick for him.
Yeah,
You might
get a second
or
at least.
third.
Get a second or a third. Yeah, yeah, and get as much as you can for him. Ask for a second, but you know,
I'd bottom line
Because
a
he's-
third round pick because he's still under a rookie contract.
yeah, mm-hmm.
At least get what you paid
Probably-
for him, and that was a second rounder.
Yep.
I was surprised to see Cincinnati let go of their backup running back, that Pinay or Piernay or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
let him go.
P. Ryan.
Behind.
P-Run, yeah, they let him go.
Cincinnati's going to have to get a running back this year.
It's hard to have two backs when you got Mixon in there.
Yeah, but
eating the
Mixon's
line
getting
cover.
old. Mixon's getting old.
Mixon's not old. Well, for a
But
running
here
back,
it is.
maybe he's like what?
Oh, I know, but
27?
here it is. If you get a running back on a rookie contract, you can lighten the carries on his load. So he's not running as much.
Yeah, you can always sign a running back second, third, fourth round.
Right, exactly. My point. You can get a good running back in the fourth round. You don't have to think. Look what the Patriots have been doing. They've been getting good running backs in the fourth round.
Oh, here we go. They just tweeted that starting to hear rumors about Gardner Minshew to the Colts.
That's good.
I've been talking about that for months.
Yeah. Is anybody with a blue check mark saying that?
No, this guy's Jim Barrett. I don't know who it is. Somebody
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Indy.
exactly. I don't put anything unless a blue check mark is saying that. Someone with well, I know you can't really put weight on blue check marks anymore.
Yeah, the blue check mark.
Yeah,
I
you
want
can-
gold, damn it! I want that
you can
gold
pay-
check mark.
Yeah. The blue check
Philip
mark doesn't
Walker
have
is
as much
now a
weight
Bear.
anymore. Yeah, that's right. The blue check mark doesn't have as much weight as it used to.
The old Colt,
Yeah.
Philip
Carolina
Walker,
Panthers
he just
back
signed
up.
with the Bears to back up Fields.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Which I don't understand. Talk about Mutt and Jeff.
Yeah, the blue check mark doesn't have as much weight as it used to. Anybody can pay money and put a blue check mark in front of their name.
See, now they're also talking Jarrett
But
Payton.
you can tell the difference between blue check marks, though. You know that, right?
No,
can
no.
tell
What
if
is it?
you bought it or if it was given to you because you're media.
Oh, how is that? What does it look like?
You go to their profile and click on it, and it'll tell
Okay,
you.
all right. Okay.
Well, this tweet's coming from Jarrett Payton, Walter Payton's son, and it's a blue check mark. But remember I was talking about how Jalen Carter, how he says that Carter has a lot going on in his life right now. He came into the biggest job interview of his life unprepared and out of shape. I went from hoping that Bears would select him at 9, hoping he can just get his life back on track. Some things are bigger than football. So obviously this kid's got some issues going on. And I don't know if Arizona wants a defensive guy, they might want to stick right there at 3 to get Will Anderson.
Yep.
I would
Or
think that would be
trade
their-
to the Colts for a second round pick
Right. And stay at 4.
and still be able to get Will Anderson.
Yep. Your choice of the first defensive player off the board. Actually, the best player in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I think media should have different color check marks. I think that's what I hopefully that he'll change it so we can tell the difference if it's a
The way they
media
did with
and if it's
businesses.
yeah,
the
just
media
do a
check
business
marks just tell you who's lying to you.
right.
They should just keep off Twitter. They're not allowed on Twitter.
I was this close to getting a blue check mark last year.
Oh. When it was original.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So close.
you should get one. I mean, you should get a media one. I think there should just be different ones. I think there should be media ones, like where that are different colors, and I think their thing, and I think there should be a different color one for like if it's politics. I think they should have a different one for politicians, just so you know the difference.
Any of you guys into the whole March Madness thing?
I'll watch it, but I mean, I'd like to see IU
Yes, sir.
do good.
Yes, sir.
They play Kent State, I think, first.
Yep.
Yep, Kent State.
A lot of people are picking Kent State.
Well, I've heard a lot of people saying that's going to be their toughest contest. If they can get by Kent State, a lot of people are picking them to go to at least the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8.
Wow.
Just depends on what the supporting cast around Trace Jackson Davis does. These guys
know we
beat
can beat-
anybody and they can lose to anybody because you just don't know what you got with these guys.
Well, we know we can beat Purdue, so yeah.
We know we can beat Purdue.
Purdue's sitting there going, third time's a charm, and this one counts really big.
I think I am closing in on being done for the night.
All right.
All right, bud.
Just like
You want to go live and talk some shit tomorrow, Chuck?
What's up, Bob?
Do you want to go live tomorrow and talk some Colts smack?
All right, sounds good. 6 o'clock.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right.
I'll
Sounds
make sure to join in on the chat
all right.
under the alias Carter, or what's his name? The one I couldn't say.
Chris Carter?
No,
Jalen Carter.
no. What's the guy that? Damn it! What's his name from Army?
Oh,
Robert-
Robert Mathis.
The running back?
No, Robert Mathis, the DN.
Yeah.
D- What's his name?
Oh, wow.
Wasn't it Carter? Now, shit, I'm gonna have to go back and watch the damn interview. Andre Carter. That's it.
Andre Carter.
Been watching that some video of that Diaby or however it is out of Houston. I think it's Houston. This kid, I'll tell you what, man, he's got a motor. And everybody's saying that you can get him like 4th, 5th round. I'm like, heck yeah. We got 3 5th rounders now. Give me 2.
You got 3 5th rounders?
I had a cornerback.
Yep, 3 5th rounders.
We have 4 4th rounders.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7.
We're gonna go 0-2.
2, 2.
Don't say it.
Trade out of the first round completely.
Well, that's been his MO for the last few years.
Quentin Nelson? No, Quiddy Pay. Quiddy Pay was the last one. I
Quiddy
forgot.
Pay.
Yeah, Quiddy Pay was the last he took on the first round.
Prior to that, it was Quentin Nelson, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And he traded back for him.
Yeah.
Just didn't trade out of the first round.
If we could get a hold of Christian Gonzalez somehow, that would just make me super happy.
I really hope we get that Jalen Wayne. I like listening to that kid talk.
Yeah.
I watched a little film on Andre Carter. And if he gets a little bit bigger, he could be a Max Crosby type player.
Is he real
He's
long?
got the freaking motor and the athleticism to be that, but he's just light. You know, like
Does he have-
really light.
What's his length like?
Oh, hold on.
Is he bigger than Robert Mathis?
Well, he did say he
Okay,
was
smiling.
undersized.
I was going to say Rob wasn't that big.
No,
Oh no, sorry. Andre Carter is big. Like
That's like
he's
6'7". Yeah, 6'7". Yeah, I thought so.
But for a defensive end pass rusher, he's 260. So 6'7", 260, he's really thin. You know what I mean? He's
Right.
never going to beef up to be a monster, but he's always going to look thin. But if he could get to about 280 at 6'7" as a defensive end pass rusher, dude. And he's got a motor on him. He's quick as hell.
could he hold up on the inside? You think? At the three, sort of do what we've done with Defoe a couple times.
I think he'd be a hell of a guy to do like stunts and twists and shit with.
Yeah,
I'll take Robert Mathis's endorsement.
Mhm.
yeah.
He knows what he's talking about.
I hope Quiddy takes his guidance.
No shit. Go see them. Go see him, Quiddy.
I bet Robert would probably do that shit for damn near free just to get another pro in there. And
He was a wide receiver
yeah,
in
that's
high
what-
school.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a transition.
He is number 5 on the list of pass rushers on Draft Buzz. They've got him rated an 86.2. Will Anderson's a 93.6.
God damn.
Look up Jalen Wayne and see where he's ranked as far as wide receivers.
Oh, he's not going to be that high up.
No. But maybe for one of those 5th round picks that we have.
Yeah.
Oh my. I'm looking. And he is Jesus, he don't even have a picture. 6'2", 210 pounds,
That's him. Yeah.
Yep.
9 3/8 hand, 32-inch arm length.
4.51, 40.
He's got a twitch and agility, run after the catch ability, 3rd level route running. Just you'd not like to see that. He's not good at short and intermediate route running.
That's what Reggie's for.
Well, the funny thing is,
she's for.
they were talking to him, and it turns out he was talking about his quarterback in college.
He's consistent. He's consensus of a 6th round.
6th round. But his quarterback in college turns out is Gus Bradley's son.
And he's
That's
not,
weird. That's a weird connection.
And he's not the most gifted of quarterbacks. He
No,
was
but
nice about it.
It was kind of funny though that it turns out that he was his quarterback. It's like, man, everything's pointing for you to be a Colt.
Go UDFA and just come over here to the Colts, control your own destiny.
There you go.
You know damn good and well he's not going to get any better coaching than Reggie Wayne.
Nope.
Yeah, you ought to check out that tonight's video from them all. They were
Oh,
at least
well,
the first
guess
half of it, he was a very cool. His energy
Here-
was awesome.
we all wondered where Orlando Brown Jr. was going to go. he is finalizing a deal for $64 million for the Cincinnati Bengals.
There you go,
Who?
Joe Burrow.
Wow.
Cincinnati.
Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown Jr., Cincinnati, $64 million.
That's how many years?
Did
It
you
say?
say
It's
4
a-
years, 64 mil?
4 years, $64 million, front-loaded deal.
That's a good deal.
Included with $31 million signing bonus. Largest
Is that
ever for an
guaranteed?
O lineman. Doesn't say, it just says front-loaded. That includes
That means it's-
$31
that means
million
a lot of it-
signing bonus.
That means a lot of it's guaranteed.
31 of it, he said.
Yep, 31
Yeah,
million.
yeah.
This is
Half-
hair
half of
over
it's guaranteed.
15 million a year.
Yep.
That's less than what Braden Smith makes.
It's 16. Yeah, it's 16, isn't it? You said 64 over 4?
He said 61 over 4.
Yeah, over 4. Yep, 60. A 4-year, $64.092 million front-loaded
so-
deal.
Yeah, it's
16
right at
million.
16. Yeah.
Which is less than what? Yeah, it's 16 million. Was still less than what Braden Smith makes.
That's not the highest.
The highest guaranteed, I think, is what he said.
Right,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
highest.
it is the highest guaranteed. It's the highest guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch how these guys word some of this. Just like the whole Colts are signing the highest
For the kicker.
kicker, and next thing you know, no, it's Justin Tucker
Highest.
still got that on lockdown.
Yep.
And you're like, you're wrong,
Yeah.
and then you read it again, you're like, oh, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah. He's just getting the highest guaranteed money. Which that's what a lot of people are going for right now is the guaranteed money.
They have to. I mean, I don't know how you can
Yeah.
sit there. I mean, it's almost like just a promissory note. You know, we hope to do this
Yeah.
if it's not guaranteed.
Right.
Right, because what they do is they hold when a lot of it's options. They sometimes the teams hold back on a lot of the options.
Well, I bet Joe Burrow's happy tonight.
I don't know how Chris Ballard's going to do it, but somehow he needs to get CJ Stroud at 4 just so I can look at Twitter and see how the hell they're going to turn this into something to bitch about. I just got to see it happen.
It
Because I
doesn't
know
matter
they
which
will.
quarterback gets drafted by Ballard. There's going to be a lot of bitching.
Like I said, though, the
Yeah,
majority,
someone
I would
is
say
gonna
about
be pissed.
88%
Someone
of
is gonna
Colts
be pissed.
Nation- about
Okay, here he is.
88%
Someone
of
is
Colts
always
Nation-
going to be pissed about I wanted that other quarterback.
88% what, Chuck?
About 88% of Colts Nation wants CJ Stroud. That's why I'm saying Chris Ballard needs to stay at 4, get CJ Stroud somehow. And I just want to watch Colts Nation find a way to bitch about this. You know what I mean? It's like, we could have got him at 6. Shut up.
Watch us get CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud shits the bed. And then Ballard can say it's your fault.
Yeah. They're like, where's all the I told yous?
That's what you wanted me to get.
I have not been locked in on any of the 4. Just give me one of them, please.
It'll be interesting to see if there's any more moves, drafts, swaps before the draft, or if it stays this order until draft.
I think
night.
it's going to stay the order.
I do.
The
in
top 4 will
5.
stay the order.
I think the top, five.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I think it will. The top 5 are going to stay the top 5.
All right, guys, I'm jumping out.
All right,
Watch
brother.
that landing,
I
my
gotta
guy.
go buy a lighter. I gotta go buy cigarette tubes. I gotta rest and do some R&R. Find something to eat.
Good
But-
luck with your pops, man. Tell him
Yep.
we're thinking of him. He's in our
Yep.
prayers.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Hopefully, I still have electricity tomorrow. Because that's $1,500 freaking dollars. I don't have $1,500. We'll see. Maybe I can make a deal with them.
Yeah, pay a little bit of it.
Yeah.
if they'll do
I think
that.
I can give them 300 right now. That's about all I got. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to tell you which one's the ladies.
USA, USA.
Well, there's no need to answer that.
Have a good night, gentlemen.